This is all made for the sake of comedy and poor sophomoric taste. The skits are parodies, and any similarity to real people or stories is purely coincidental. Any insults hurled at any one human is made in jest. We're just covering our bases for when one of you skins your knee on an internet insult. We love you. Again, this is all a joke, whether you laugh or not. Not just the show, but this waking existence. The great cosmic giggle. Try not to take it seriously.
Rode with Steve and Craig along the river's flow, ahead the Ozarks sing. Laughing loud neath the Missouri sky, them boys were wild and lean, floating free like Huck Finn's fantasy on currents swift and clear. Joking through the hills, lots of honky-tonk, with nothing left to fear. So we raised our voice under country skies, adventure in our song. Steve and Craig, them lawless lads, just drifting all day long. Saw Becky Sue with her hair sun-kissed, she waved from the old elm tree. Said Steve and Craig, y'all got room for one, with a wink as sly as can be. Steve tipped his hat, Craig just laughed as Becky sang her song. With the spirit of the Mark Twain tales, her legends in their prime. Becky, Steve, and Craig, a trio so entwined, through the heartland they did climb. They caught catfish with their bare old hands under that setting sun. Becky's laughter echoed across the waves, the escapade just begun. Camp-light tales and fireflies in the night's serene embrace. Steve wore a grin while Craig played the fool, making memories with each soul, making memories with each smile. Chasing freedom with the grace of the breeze, life's better with a smile. Oh, yeah. Trouble's just a word that they don't understand. Paddles splash a rhythm, just a backwoods band, casting lines and tales, each one taller than the trees. Those river jesters, kings of every stream, singing songs of rivers wide, where Steve and Craig do roam. Their laughter's the map, these hills their home.
Welcome everybody to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Thanks for joining us tonight. We care about you guys. And thanks for caring about us. Craig, you want to hit him with a love song of love songs?
I've been waiting for you to play him this song forever.
Why haven't we done this before?
I couldn't tell you.
Dumb, dude. Let's leave him with a little intro.
Tearing apart.
thoughts of you made me forget I was wrong. Now I find out just one thing makes me forget. Red, red wine. Stay close to me. Don't let me be alone. It's tearing apart my blue, blue heart.
Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. You keep me rocking all of the time. Red, red wine, make me feel so fine. Monkey pack 'em, there's a come to that line. The line broke, the monkey get choked, turn bad. Got your pony, little swollen boat. Red, red wine, I'm gonna hold on to you. Hold on to you, cause I know you love true. Red, red wine, I'm gonna love you till I die. Love you till I die, and that's no lie. Red, red wine, you make it get on my mind. Wherever you may be, I'll surely find. Tearing apart, I'll surely find. Make no fuss, just stick with us. So
Red, red wine. Stay close. You nailed that. I think one is there. You nailed that, dude. That was great.
Thank you.
Dude. That was
Thank
perfect,
you.
dude.
Welcome, ladies, gentlemen,
Word for
non-binary,
word,
sentient, artificial intelligence, flora, fauna, fungi alike. And there better not be any crazy voice stuff going on right now. My name is Chet, and I like...
Voice stuff going on. What's
I,
your voice
I
stuff
hope
going
so.
on?
I hope we just sang all of that like a dark angel. Well, I don't think we did, actually.
No, we were good.
We
Yeah,
would
we're fine.
never,
We would never know.
ever do anything like that, Craig.
Okay, because we're here together on another Monday night, and you think I would have this memorized by now, but my brain doesn't work good. Hoosier Sophisticated, a place where the weirdos try to learn and spread love and positivity while we feel free to question our preconceived notions about the world around us. Can we do that tonight with you?
I'd like to. I'd like to.
Because we're having some conversations, and that's what the world's missing.
We're gabbing.
Just a couple of mid-40 white guys just gabbing along. Isn't that terrific,
I got the
dude?
answers, and I'd like you to listen to
Yeah,
them.
look at us. We got wigs on. That's hilarious, isn't it?
Dude, you
I don't
look
have
good.
hair like this.
You look good, dude.
I feel good right now. I
You
feel
look
good.
good.
How is
A lot of peeps
everyone
here tonight.
feeling? Why do we have so many people in here? Get out. Get out now. We don't like more than about 11 or 12
Yeah,
people.
get your stuff
Get out.
and leave.
So 6 of you are going to have to leave. Please don't share this to your friends either. We want to keep it our dirty little secret. We want to keep it our dirty little secret. I wouldn't know. This is nice. Are you kidding? This is human hair, though. I got this from, well, I don't want to go into how
I got this off
all the
of
hair.
I got this off of a kudu.
You too?
Is that like Timu?
That's taming.
Nah, I'm a Gemsbach guy. I've gone record saying I'm a Gemsbach guy.
I'm really
over
excited to
and
see this
over
heart of
and
beast.
over.
That heart of beast. Those are big.
Okay, here's the deal. Are you comfortable with big game hunting?
Absolutely. 100
Because
million.
you
100
have an
million
erection right now, so that's
Yeah,
why I was
100
wondering.
million %.
That's why I was wondering.
Comfortable with game hunting? I'm far more than comfortable with
It
it.
seems like you're
I'm aroused by it.
excited. You're
Yeah, I'm
excited
aroused by it.
Which is cool because one of our shoot a call out, shout out, shout a
Shout a call out?
shout a call out to the shooter of the kudu.
Hey, buddy, that's pretty good. You got a Zen in, dude?
Not yet, boy, but I am taking some of that methyleptus, boy.
Shout out to
Some
our
of
boy
that methylated
Wolfie.
stuff.
Wolfie's over in South America on a trip of a lifetime.
See,
He's been playing for
Here's the deal,
forever.
though. If you're going to one of those reserves, is he going to one of those, or they just line them up at the feed
Well, I
trough?
mean, they
You ever
kind of
seen
do.
that?
It's also not like, I mean, they're not shooting cubs. Like, some, like, for instance, the crop.
They're not
division.
shooting Cubs. They're not shooting Ben Zobrist or Ryan Sandberg, if you will.
Yeah, all the
Andre
retired.
Dawson,
Andre
Shawn
Dawson, the hawk is just
Dunston.
flying around out there.
No, but I've seen them where they have them in a fenced-in area.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Like a little one. And then they bring whatever animal you want. And that sounds like exactly something Chris Wolfenberger would do. He would probably try to choke it out if he could, because he's like, I'm a man and I fight dirty. He said
I
that to
actually
me
heard that's
so
the
many
best.
times.
I actually heard it's the best way to kill the wildebeest.
Yeah, he's told me that numerous times. He's like, I'm wild.
Listen.
And I fight dirty.
I've shot big cats before, but have you ever strangled an elephant?
Yeah. An elephant?
Yeah,
You
with
think
piano
you just
wire, bud.
Okay, I was going to say you need
You
something.
kind of cut through the
You
skin
need
a
to
little
do
bit.
it. That's
This is
good.
dark. This is
This
very
good.
dark.
Why did
We don't
we
have
open
to do
the
this.
show with this?
We don't have to do
dude?
this.
But no, I like forms of hunting. I think if you're not okay with hunting and you're okay with like the feed that we put into our bodies on a regular day, you're insane. I could see people being like, I don't eat any meat, just can't do it. Cool, whatever. It's
fine.
And this is exactly where we wanted to open the show on this. This is cool.
Yeah, this and juice. Let's
but
hit it.
Let's get it all out and open right now. We're gonna break down the Tom Brady roast, which I got a lot. There's a lot to that, bud. You didn't see it yet?
I'm in the dark.
Oh wow, I got a lot.
I've been
to
on
tell
a
you about
freaking
that.
journey, pal.
Yeah, what's up? Let's gab.
You know, let's. You want to gab? Want to gab a little bit?
Hey, real quick before you tell
Yeah, sure.
an hour and a half story about your weekend, I wanted to real quick.
Go ahead.
Today,
I'm still
I'm
not cutting you off.
Today, I'm working on
Still not
working
cutting you
on a
off.
bathroom, and I'm leaning down in the floor because there was a small leak where the toilet shutoff was. So I wanted to see if it got wet under there. So I was like, I need to replace this subfloor anyway. Let me get under there and look under there. I'm going to look under there. There was a little bit of wax still in the wax ring area. I had it covered up, but there was like a corner that
Did it get you on the chin?
I had wax ring in my beard today.
Oh no!
That's a bad day when you
no!
First time I've ever had
The
poopy
general
wax ring.
the general
There's probably no poop
proximity.
on those, right?
I can't imagine there's gonna be any poop on a wax.
There's probably no
ring.
poop on those.
I
Maybe
mean,
they-
you'd have to crap on the floor
Yeah.
and then mash it somehow into the
I
ground.
mean, it doesn't look good. It didn't look, and I just like stood up and I was like, "What are you doing?"
That's when you go out to the homeowners and you're like, "Don't
I
mind my
quit.
beard. The toilet, I got it already taken out, so I went ahead and decided to eat my own feces." I went into it face first.
If I had a nickel for every time I said that to a homeowner, well, they came in and they're like, "Oh, did you get a little bit
I
on
would
there?" And I
have
was like,
15 cents.
"No, I do this on purpose." And I started rubbing my whole
Sure.
face in their wax
That's
ring.
how you let them know.
It's actually a good like skin polisher.
It's got Jenny all horned up.
Jenny, are you horny right now?
More like throwing up.
I'm leaving to go have sexual relations with my wife.
Well, make sure not to clean that wax ring out of your beard first.
I'm gonna
'cause
have
that was
some-
the whole reason she was excited.
I bet she's gonna lick that wax out of my wax ring. I wonder if she'll lick the wax.
He's begging them to agree there's no shit on that.
I am. That was exactly who was astute
Skittles.
enough to say that.
She said, "No, you need to shave your face right now."
I'll shave your face right now, Craig.
Okay.
No, but
That way, whenever someone's like, "I can't believe you shaved that awesome mustache off," I'll be like, "I didn't. My stupid idiot friend did. His name's Elgin. Elgin.
Gina. There's an A.
I
at
will
the end
never
for legal
misspell your
reasons.
name
Come
because
on.
the government is always listening.
Hey,
I feel like free.
yeah, I'm off having sex with my wife, guys. I'm not even in the show.
I'm glad you brought the mic with you.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe mic her up though. We don't
Here
wanna
we
hear you
are. All
corrupted.
right, now we're getting into it. Oh, hey, honey, did my beard make you all horny?
Yeah, it did. It made me super horny. Do you still have any left in? Any little wax shards left in there?
I'm sure I can scrounge some up if you want a few wax shards.
Good evening, Nick Kelly. He's back. He got.
Oh no!
He butt hooked me. He gave me a little head fake.
Oh no! I am seriously super horny for you right now. I must have you,
Honey, you know
Why
I
does
have
your wife sound like an 8-year-old lady named Gertrude?
Honey, I know you're super horny right now, and I understand your feelings, okay? And I'm trying to be cognizant of that, but I have 2 friends in the basement. So if you want, okay, fine. I'll whip it out for a second. Oh, hey. You like that?
Oh my god! It's like the first time seeing it. Every time I see it, it's so flippin' beautiful. I just want to give it a little kissy kiss.
Honey, just real quick. All right, I'm done. All right, see you later. You? Did you? You? Did you? You did? Okay, cool, you did. All right, cool, bye. Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, I had to use the restroom.
Yeah? Well, can you explain the cheering?
Hey, Greg wanted to put the camera up tonight because he was tired of you guys looking at our balls the whole show.
Here's where you're lying.
Ooh, Nick Kelly is half hard. Wanted to throw that out real quick.
I'm getting a halfie. Jenny Elgin, you need a cough drop. Why? Don't
Menninger.
talk to my friend's wife
Who's
like
that
that.
Menninger?
I would imagine.
Who's that
D-Dubs.
Menninger?
That's one of my favorite
Walking down the
games.
street. Who's that manager moving with their feet? Add to the beat. Manager.
Is it Dennis?
Don't missay that word last name, dude. You'll get in trouble. I did it. Lisa Rorork. Oh, let's get into the bowl talk, because that was basically the most of my gab. I also changed my brakes. So did Craig. We're men.
I mean, it's. You guys
Change
we're all
his
doing
clap
breaks?
for us. Claps for us. But my back ones need changing. They're disc, but they're different disc. Are they
My
just
back
as
ones
easy?
were.
They're all right. You just gotta. Sometimes the new brake pads that you get nowadays, they might have burrs on the.
I hate it.
pads.
I hate it.
You just gotta take a file. Dude, I was sitting there. I'm like, why isn't this going in? It fucking came out. Sorry.
Oh, he already did.
And so,
Write his
anyway.
name down. Write his name down.
File it down. Fell right in.
The harder part about my rear brakes versus the front was actually a pleasant surprise. I thought they were going to be a little more difficult. The front brakes, though, on mine I can just squeeze the calipers open. I can just, But on the back, they're piston calipers. So you have to do like an 1/8 inch of a turn, squeeze the C-clamp on it. 1/8 inch of a turn. They have a tool that hooks up to an impact, but it's like kind of bullshit. It took me for a hot minute. All right, they didn't tune in for brake talk.
We're men just talking brakes,
Brakes?
dude. Why
Just
not?
brakes.
We'll do whatever we want on this darn program.
It's our show. We can do anything we want.
I'll do whatever we want. I'll do whatever we want.
Okay. As long as we're on the same.
All right, singing bowls. I want to hear about them because honestly, I want to start looking up the science of the sound healing because I started to dabble in it when my boy was in the hospital and how obviously certain music in the hospital. I couldn't believe that they have people in like half comas and like beep, beep.
Yeah, there's got to be something better to do.
I'm like, okay, they can probably hear a little bit. Can we throw on some Enya in the background? Put some good smells in here, like instead of smelling like a toe stuck in a taint, stuck in an armpit.
That's an interesting visualization. All I could see was like the thumb people from Spy Kids running into.
That's all you could
some
see.
tape people from a different island in Spy Kids wrapped up and
You seen
stuck
Spy
in-
Kids 4?
Yeah, and being carried around by the armpit people on another island in
There's
Spy
one
Kids.
movie that's almost as good as Spy Kids 4. I forget what it is. Oh, no,
Well,
it's better.
well,
it's better
it's-
than Spy Kids 4.
Yeah, it
it's
is
better.
better.
What
It's
movie is that?
Little
It's Little
Giants.
Giants. That's what it is.
Somebody asked me to break down Little Giants and potatoes today.
They did?
So I thought it was an odd request because I mean I thought that the potatoes part was odd until but we're getting to be known for pocket yams.
Yeah.
I talked last week about a rather weird hotel encounter that ended in me eating handfuls of breakfast food, and I've pretty well because I didn't have any plates, so I was just eating eggs by the fistful. And so I have decided it was such a night, just
Liberating?
a straight, it was just straight to it. I'm cutting out the middleman.
Straight to
Just
it.
straight to it. And so, I was eating handfuls of food all weekend.
Hand to mouth? Isn't that a thing
Straight.
that babies get?
Yeah.
Hand to mouth
GERD
syndrome?
or something. I don't know.
They got GERD. You got GERD. Gastro.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's something else.
I got
GERD.
foot and mouth. What I got.
Yeah. Well, that is the way to go. Because like when everyone's watching, you're like, "What do we do?" And you just pick up a handful and you go, "Agabba-dee-gow."
Yeah.
And people are like, "This
Listen,
guy is
first
a
of all,
complete heathen."
If I am eating a handful of anything, I refuse to break eye contact.
Usually it's mushrooms, though.
Yeah, or asshole edibles.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you threw edibles.
Well, I mean, all assholes are edible. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
You clarified
Yeah.
midway through.
I broke my cardinal rule, the first commandment of Craig Collardom, which
Well,
is
we learned at your
I
bachelor
don't,
party.
I don't eat weed. I just don't eat it,
Well-
and I'm not interested in just a mellow dose or anything.
Don't you think you get to the breaking point with all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely, sure.
Like
Yeah,
you
sure.
do enough to be like, okay, I know where my
Well, my
walls
thing is
are at.
I don't think that weed is one of the few chemical alterings that I don't think improves by doing more. Like
No.
like you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
had a stripper tell me one time you can only get so high because we would smoke.
Well, let me tell you, lady,
And smoking, I was always
eat
like,
an edible that one
Yep.
of my
Yep,
sadist
blew it
friends
away.
makes,
Blew it away.
and then I'm gonna tell you that's not true. Now I do feel like
See you later, buddy.
yeah, see you, bud. I do feel like like there is a level of smoking that you can't get any
Yeah,
higher. But that
Edibles
does
were the
not
next
apply. That
level.
does not apply to ingestible.
That's when dabs came out and made it to the next level too. 22 people in here. Get out.
Eat
Get
ass,
out
not
of here
grass.
right now.
Eat ass, not grass.
Eat
That's
ass,
the new Hoosier
not
shirt.
grass, boy.
Edible.
That's what I'll take from this episode. What the heck, Skittles? I said a bunch of like very poignant stuff.
Yeah,
like
he-
about the wax and
Yeah, the wax, and then all he's gonna
God
get is
dang, dude.
all assholes are edible.
Lamau said, Levon, what's up, Levon? Anybody want some s'mores? Oh God,
Yeah,
that's
so
what-
there are these s'more treats.
and that you called somebody a sadist. They called
I
him,
called our guy a sadist, and well, here's where I knew I went awry, bud. Here's where I knew things went a little off the rails. Okay,
when
first off,
When you took-
we went to a Hoosier gathering. It was happy birthday to Charity Trotter, 40th
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday to our
birthday.
friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charity Trotter. Happy birthday to you.
and anybody else whose birthday may be
On May 4th, like
last-
Chris Wolfenbarger, or happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris Wolfenbarger. Let's try and get a bigger name to put into the happy birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Or it was also Bigfoot Willie's birthday on
Bigfoot
5
Willie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bigfoot Willie Jr.
Wolfenberger,
Son of Bigfoot Willie Sr. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so we were out there. We were celebrating the day of her birth. We got out there on Friday. They were at a wine walk. Okay, our little lush friends. The band was tuned up by the time we got there. They were having fun. Almost ran over Scott with the bus. We almost ran over Scott with the bus. My fault. It's my bad.
Which Scott?
The one that owns the joint, okay. Scott Trotter. No, but the other Scott was sleeping in had like a little bunk bed situation in the RV, watching cartoons, watching Rick and Morty or something.
Terrific.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet gig. We took an RV.
situation.
Kind of a big deal. Oh, charity, Mr. Birthday song.
Oh,
That's what you
Charity
get for
Mr.
being late. We'll do it again.
Birthday
Happy
song.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charity Trotter, Chris Wolfenbarger, Bigfoot Willie Jr., and everybody else that was born on May 4th because it's Star Wars Day and also your birthday.
This coming week too, because we won't be on until next Monday.
Happy birthday to you. So, we got there. I'm playing a couple tunes. They're buzzed up, so I don't know if they're very long for the night. We got in kind of late. But they're lubed up.
waiting.
They are lubed up. So I grab out the old fiddle, bud. I want to play him some tunes, man.
What's your now that you play a little bit? What's a little go to? You know my go tos when I would just bust.
I
it out.
do.
You would say you'd be like, play this one of those.
I've got a handful that I just don't need my phone for, so I would say those are the go-to.
Yeah.
Suburbs,
Yeah.
In Color, Avett Tunes,
Good.
Wicked Game,
We still gotta do that.
Red Wine. That's the first time I've ever tried to play. I can't believe that. That was maybe my favorite song as a kid.
Oh,
Every time it would
I
come on the
lived
radio,
up-
I was
I-
like,
dude, this goes
"What
so
is this?
hard.
This is the best song
Three
ever."
chords.
GCD, unbelievable. Okay, so I go there Friday night. We're like, you know what? We got a long day tomorrow. We got a whole party tomorrow. Let's turn in for the night. It's getting close to 3:00. Let's turn in for the night. They are lubed up.
Sorry.
So, guess whose idea it was to have an edible?
No, yours.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Dude, that's
I'm a
dumb.
big, stupid, dumb idiot.
dumb, buddy.
Ball sack.
We
Why am I thinking-
learned.
I've learned my lesson so many times. But here's the deal. I thought, and this is the dumbest part of my thought process. It was almost bedtime.
Oh,
So I'm like, I'm
You're
just
getting a
going to
little
sleep
sleepy.
really good.
yeah, that's true. You're gonna go insane.
Yeah. Or I'm going to wake up high and then be high and then be high. And anyway, all of those little lemmings followed Craig right off the cliff.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
So
what's wrong with you guys?
Saturday,
Well,
here's where it gets a little tricky. Not tricky. This is the part where I knew I messed up. If it was like a mild edible, I would have landed the plane. It's fine.
Sure.
Whenever I was starting to eat it, the person who made them is mysteriously kind of silent. And like I keep asking, what are we looking at as far as dosage here? And he's just kind of like looking off like he doesn't hear me or something. You know, like I don't even exist. He looked very uncomfortable, and he was the only one not eating it. And I'm like, but you made him.
He's like, they're eating those.
This was like the part where Frankenfurter brings up all the guests upstairs to reveal Rocky to the whole thing, and then he ends up burying a hatchet in Meatloaf's head.
Exactly like this.
It's just like that.
Exactly.
His party, and for some reason, it's just not. So then after, and by the way, delicious. Let me just say,
That's the problem.
It's the biggest problem.
That's a problem.
Make it like a warhead or
yeah.
something. I need it to be so sour it's painful or something.
Okay.
Just make it hurt. If you're going to hurt me, make it hurt.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you sit here and lure me in.
Yeah, I know.
Don't lure me into your bed and then chop it off.
I know.
All right, Lorena Bobbitt, don't do it. Don't lure me in your bed with your sex talk and then hack my unit off, because that's what I feel like happened.
Yeah, don't do that to him,
It's
guys.
a silly, stupid
That's
thing to
mean.
do. It's a dumb thing to do. You had my trust. He wasn't trying to lie. He just wasn't answering. He was lying by omission.
Scott is Lorena Bobbitt.
Yes. In this scenario, he is. I was thinking I was going to get laid. Guess what happened? Got the old tallywhacker. Got the old tallywhacker cut off like a Bolton. Like a house of Bolton got a hold of that thing.
Splayed?
Yeah, I mean, splaying would be like laying it open, but sure. I'm into it.
I'll splay it.
The flayed man.
Yeah, that's exactly. And you mind meld. You want to do it real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Taco.
Yellow.
Okay, taco and yellow.
3, 2, 1. Cheese. Fuck yeah. We're getting so good. Let's just get it fucking started right now, bud.
We're running on all cylinders tonight.
You think it's not working? You think it's not working? Because that's a
working.
twofer right there. We might as well just said the same. One day we're going to say the same word on the
same
first
time.
I didn't say
Not
time
right
that
there.
time.
Not there. But it will
I'd
happen.
like to throw you. I like to keep you on your
Odds
toes.
are. So you didn't learn your lesson.
Have you seen the Netflix movie called The Package? Yes, it's very
Yeah,
funny. It's
that
a
is a
very
pretty funny movie. Who said that?
With a bunch of people. James Alexander. Hilbig, yeah, I made a mistake and took first dose in a long time, and it was like pure RSO that I'd used to mix the cookies with, so I licked the spoon, and it was like more than a trip than a high. No question. You can absolutely trip your nuts on edible
I
cannabis.
never gave edibles any credence because even
They never got you because you had that meat tab. You had that meat tab. That
was
up
great.
there, bud.
Yep, that meat tab.
Your meat tab was off the charts.
Liver's doing its thing, enzyming and processing. And, well, the one time that we took those ones where I saw it murder people, one by one, people are like, I am that 90s thing where I'm melting into the couch.
Well,
and I was like, this isn't the most fun thing because it's not like it's, a bunch of yayo where you're like, hey, we're all partying here.
No, it's much more akin to going into a house where
And it's
everyone's
not
addicted
even
to heroin.
And and it's not even drinking plus smoking, which is usually like, oh yeah, we're still up, we're still doing things.
We
And
had booze, but no one was drinking it because we were all.
I didn't even remember if we. Oh, this weekend
Both
too?
times.
Yep, both. Yeah, because
We
I was
had
going to say
coolers
last
full
time,
of booze that
yep.
went back with us because all of us were just absolutely wrecked.
And I thought I was good that time because I did. My doctor prescribed me one Adderall for that weekend, which was nice. So I had one of those.
Dude, I love a good emergency Adderall. That's
definitely.
Whenever
I
the
need focus.
doctor's like, listen, this is just for break in case of emergencies. Break glass in case
Just
of
be
emergencies.
careful. This is like limitless.
This is yes. As soon
And
as
I
you
was
take
like,
this,
okay.
all of your problems will be solved within minutes.
I am Brad from Limitless.
Bradley Cooper.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I call him Brad.
I know. I got it. He prefers to be called Bradley by his friends, but
That's true. I'm sorry, Bradley. But then when I did those gas station edibles, that taught me a lesson. So even when someone had edibles, I was like, I used to eat 100, 150, and I wouldn't have to smoke.
50, 75 to 100 was like
smoke.
my perfect.
And I'm such an
We
idiot.
did it one time coming back from Kansas City. We went there for like a BizCon thing or something. You remember that? Yeah. And like we took one in the morning. And we were like, dude, this will cover us on the whole trip. Because we took one and we had such a great experience on it. We're like, no, this is a different time. But that time was also a good time. But like that's, I remember we had such a good experience on the way there. We're like, dude, I didn't even want to smoke at all.
Yeah,
this is great.
that was nice.
And so we tried to do that again. And I think we maybe ate a little bit more the time on the second time. Didn't work out as well. Didn't really work out as well
for us to do that. But now even like, I don't even want to test it anymore because I'm so simple. And, being in the culture I've been in. You okay?
I got my wig on. I don't want to, I'm trying to. I got a little
scratch.
Itch. I got a little itch.
That's what you do? That's ridiculous. So, but what the hell was I even saying now? The splayed man? You're hitting your head. I'm all cockeyed in the brain now. I'm all
too much weed, and you had one Adderall prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah, I quit saying that. That was like a thing I wanted to kind of go under the radar, and you're bringing it up multiple times, dude. They obviously know.
Statute of limitations,
yeah, dude.
bud.
It's cool. It's a long time ago. But with the edibles, you can get too high and make you go crazy a little bit. That's what happened to me. So now even at 50 to 70 milligrams, I'm still trying to work it out. That area is nice. We were on
100 to 150
where we took some before the thing, the event in Kansas City.
Right.
Yes. And so I used to always think, I'm going to be a guy who can drink a lot of beers. For a little guy, I'm going to go through a phase where I can put down a bottle of Bacardi Limon, and I'll prove to everyone I'm a man.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
drink
hard,
an entire fifth of Limon with Nellie's Pimp Juice, and I'll call it Jackal Juice, and I'll think it's going to catch on. It doesn't at all.
Well,
It's
in
bad
my
for you.
experience, dude, most girls are sopping wet by the time I tell them.
Drink so much.
By the time I tell them how much I can drink.
Dude, they love
And then by the time I'm passed out with a little dribble of puke on me in the corner, they are fighting each other.
They want to suck your puke off of your body, dude. So many times chicks have wanted to do that. And I'm like, get off my puke. Get off my puke. That's mine. And then I went through a phase. Obviously, after that, it's like, who can smoke the most blunts, man? I guess it's me. I always
find it pretty interesting that like I have to tell people that I was speaking loud. Let me just fucking. I've been there before, bud. Put me on a list. Give a fuck. Like I've never fucking done this.
I've never been on a list. I've never been on a podcast.
Goddamn podcast.
I've never been on a list or a podcast.
How do you rest this motherfucker up here? What do you think about that? I'm fucking rap battling now, bro. Okay. All right.
Hold on. Let me get out of the camera frame real quick. So it looks like it's
So you're like the key grip? All right, I don't know where I was going with that. No, I just wanted to see if you would do it.
Well, mission accomplished, sir.
No,
and then I went through another phase. Let me finish this thought before you got another one.
I don't have another one. I'm just building on yours.
Just making it better. And then I'm like...
punching it up.
I got to a point where I'm like, did you ever go through a dab phase where you're like, I can smoke the most dabs? That missed me.
No.
That missed
matter
me.
of fact, the first 3 times I did dabs, I took like glowing, red hot Chaz banger dabs.
Oh, jeez. I could see you morphing into that hat and wig.
I coughed for 3 hours. I was stoned for 3 years. And I was like, I don't ever want to do those again. Like my first 3 experiences with dabs were horrific.
The first time was awesome. It felt like I was ripped for the first time. I got the giggles again. We were laughing. We're like, we shouldn't drive. And we had smoked for a long time. I'm like, this is cool. But then to the edibles, I did feel like I wanted to reach a point at some point and be like, How many edibles is too many edibles? How many edibles does it take to make the blacklight pictures come to life? How many edibles does it take?
What do I have to do to get
break
to the
your brain?
Beatles level of drugs?
Yes.
What makes things turn into cartoons?
Yes.
Let's keep smoking until we figure it out.
Exactly. Smoking, I could never. I've smoked till you pass out, blowing OZs. God, that Scatterman Snug Brim so good. But then it's like you eat edibles. And if you can't sleep on them, and then even if you do sleep on them, you're just kind of a groggy high. I've never had like an edible, a too high on an edible where I'm like, whoa, man, I am freaking raging right now with all this vigor. That's not really like when I've eaten too many. Like we were supposed to go camping one weekend, and I made a huge batch of brownies. Lord knows how much. I was like, I'm going to put as much in there as I can afford in this thing. Put it all in there, and this is years and years and years and years ago. So I put it all in there, and we ate brownies like in the morning because it was raining, and we're like, oh, we'll just leave after it rained, chill. It was just comatose. Someone half awake, someone in trance, someone crawling out of their skin, someone over here just beating it, That was me.
Yep.
Don't look at your phone and then just start going, yep, and then repeat what I said like you were locked in on it, okay?
Yep.
I did like your phone up there, though, for the messages.
Okay. Well, no, I'm putting it back.
We have 680 people in here?
I was checking Twitch, so just relax.
Oh, I'm the Twitch checker, bud.
Well, fuck. Check it there.
Okay.
We can check it there.
Who wants to give us a raid? Who wants to give us a raid
on Twitch?
Who wants to give us some raids?
That'd be cool. So that's exactly what you were just describing about the comatose on the couch. We've got to transition into the Saturday party, and at no point. I mean, I remember I got up at like 9:30, which is pretty late for me to get up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make some coffee, drink a Red Bull. I was like just super groggy, and I'm looking around and like nobody's really talking. It was so reminiscent of my bachelor party for a good solid few hours, where people were either like snoring on the couch or they were like sitting and like looking at each other.
Jesus, people were doing that.
Yeah, just like this. They were just like this.
I was fishing. I didn't see it.
They were just like this.
It's weird that you guys were looking at each other.
This is
like
what they
that at
did.
the bachelor party. But, I mean, it's cool.
And I'm like, talk to me.
Why would you want to talk to that?
So, anywho, yeah, everybody was, and then so I knew what the fix is. Here's the thing: I do know what the fix is now.
CD.
I just didn't have access to it at the time, but I knew our gal, our homegirl from Rustic Oils,
Savior,
Rustic Oils in Lee Summit, Rachel Crawford. I knew she was coming in hot. As soon as she got there, I was like, I need your help. I need the heaviest CBD you got.
It's like that Flashdance commercial.
I need the black market CBD, if you know what I mean. I need that rhino horn CBD. Can you hit me with a little rhino horn CBD?
Some gorilla paw CBD.
And she actually said, she goes, you're in luck. I have this CBD that is kept and stored in rhino horns. What you do is you take a sip out of the horn, and then you just bite off a chunk of the horn. Not only did it clear the fog, it gave me a raging erection for the next 12 hours.
It's sitting in a panda skull.
Yes.
Too, which is nice.
Which is wrapped in baby seal eyes.
Yes, that too. And like, there's probably 6 or 7 of these left, so it's cool. But Siberian tigers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they totally got just their feet.
Yeah, because the front paws are garbage.
Yeah,
there's no market for front paws.
You don't consider their front paws feet?
No, just the rear feet.
Because I was talking.
No, those are hands up front.
Okay.
Those are tiger hands.
Tiger hands and tiger feet. Yeah. I said feet. That's on me.
That's okay. I figured you were talking about the back paws. I mean, and you know how it goes. You play FIFA, so they got cards.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are rare, some of them are not so rare, but they're essentially the same card. It's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Front tiger paws, they're essentially the same as back tiger paws. Not exactly though.
Gold common.
Gold common.
Gold rare.
This is what you get it.
You're
the market.
My language,
yeah. Yes.
That's what I like about this.
The market has really gotten thin on the front paws. It's gotten real thin on it.
See, that's crazy.
I know, because like a year ago, you couldn't keep them on the shelves.
No way.
You couldn't.
Because
Also, by the way, just because I want to say it, did you know I'm going to punch a bear in the face the next time I see it.
Jeez Louise.
I'm going to punch a bear right in the face.
I have yet to see any post except ours on it.
Oh.
It hasn't found
Well, you've
my
done a great
algorithm.
job curating your
Well, my algorithm must be like, he's probably not going to be into this.
I hope so.
Because I think the whole thing is...
My algorithm didn't show it to me. I saw a couple of other places talking about it. Didn't really come across Facebook too much.
Okay.
It came across I don't know, maybe it came across the Reels, Instagram Reels or something like that, and then I saw a couple other people talking about it. It's just so goofy, and I
can tell it's really like the algorithm got you. Like it knew this was going to get
Well, this is the problem.
you.
You want to hear the problem? You want to hear the problem? Is this what
I'm
you want
going-
to do?
I guess
We're
I'm
in the. You
going
don't.
to.
No. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. This might be as racy as the Jews that talk.
Racier?
Maybe racier.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Here's the thing. Anybody that said bear, their vote counts the same as mine, and I'm simultaneously supposed to believe in democracy and save and defend it. The idea. Yeah.
Why did you look at me so seriously when you're saying that?
Because. Thanks for that, Mike. I don't want.
Jesus.
The fucking watchers listening, they're like, "Oh, here he goes with the bear talk."
Yeah, they're sending that. They're straight on your file.
Do you know how detached from nature you have to be to believe that?
Did you see that video of that person tickling that bear today?
Sure. Was that in the wild?
Uh,
Was that in the wild woods?
yeah.
No.
It wasn't?
No. Of course it wasn't.
Mike, let me believe.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I was talking about our sound bath. I'll go back to it. Okay. So, I'm just... We'll get to the bear.
No. You do not.
We'll get to the bear.
direct
No,
show
she's
back
probably
on
right.
topic.
She's probably right.
No,
She's
she
probably
is.
right
She
because
is.
I've
She's
got
so
I've
right.
got 30 minutes telling people why they're so goddamn... Okay. So
We
anyway,
can get into that in a second.
I think it's
too.
worth the talk. I think it's worth it.
I do remember exactly where we left off, though.
Okay, I do too.
The hospital, where I said they need to put the sound in there because I was actually researching that sounds can
Yeah.
help
Sure.
heal. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There are studies now that say healing energy works.
Sure. Edibles. So we're also everybody is you can hardly walk through the joint. People are passing out just like they're walking and falling out.
Okay,
like
we weren't
mid-step.
where I was at, where I just brought us back from. We're gonna go back to the edibles
Because,
part. Okay,
no,
cool.
no, because we're coming into the sound healing. So
All right,
like
we're coming in from the.
I'm coming in from the
side
I'm coming
street.
from the side street.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Perfect.
swing
Alley?
out.
You taking an alley?
Yeah, I'm busting through the alley.
The gangway.
The gangway. There you go. So it took us. She comes in 5,000 millis.
Whoa.
I think she said something. I'm making that up. I'm probably. Well, what's hilarious is whatever edible I was on. No, it's a mystery MGs, but I'm like, this had to be at least it was 500 plus. Because there's a level.
much.
There's a level.
I know, dude.
You know, like because even when we had like those 300 jobs around New Year's, I woke up the next day feeling like a human.
Yeah.
I feel like something happens over that 500 to 1,000 click where it starts to carry
I
over
would
into
say
those
you're
following
right. You're
days.
about right there. Like a real good one too. Like if you can get past that 300 threshold, it's a weird world from that point on, man.
Right.
Now people who don't smoke, they could eat 10 and they're like, oh, I shit my pants.
That was the real commercial they should have made. Just don't ever get high. Instead of the girl, it's
That
like
would have scared
a
me.
deflated kid on the couch. I'm like, that looks kind of hilarious. But if they'd been like, hey, you want to be talking to a hot girl and shit yourself? I'd be like, I will never eat weed, dude. I'm never doing that.
We should have ran the freaking
We can do it right
campaign.
now. Because
All right.
know all of us. See you guys. It's been real.
Cowabunga.
We had so many great instruments. We've been talking. We've been acquiring as much weird stuff as we can get, bud.
Craig sends me pictures weekly of a weird instrument that he's got in the mail.
I'm always on. If you got a plug on weird instruments, we're acquiring weird instruments. Drums are always. We're always interested in drums.
Frequency and fractals. 160 milligrams.
So,
5,000.
none of us really knew what to do.
He was a little off.
Oh, was it 3? She said 5,000 to begin with.
48.
And I don't think she had it on her.
48.
I don't think she had it on her. I
It was
just
like
I walked up to her. I
4,800
walked up to her like
grams off.
begging and pleading. This is like 14 hours in. I'm like, "Do you have any really strong CBD?" She's like, "Yeah, I got like 5,000." And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd probably get it." And she's like, "Oh, you mean like on me?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you got on you."
Oh,
this is a
gotcha.
dire
It wasn't
situation.
5,000 milligram bottle.
Oh, I got you. So the dropper's 360.
Don't make him feel better about
That's
what
right.
he said.
Okay. Anywho, instantly pulled me out.
Instantly?
I mean, 5 minutes.
Subtaneously?
Yeah, right through my tongue. Right underneath it.
Don't do that to me when you say right under
Right under my tongue.
That really accentuates your Range Rover.
Oh, nice.
When you do that.
Nice. So anyway, I tell her, I'm like, listen, just start going around the party, dropping this in people's mouths. And it was like, I mean, people were like springing back like you revive somebody in Call of Duty or something.
It was like
You know?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Narcan.
exactly. Yes, we're all of us were Mia Wallace, okay? And Rachel just came in jabbing syringes into our chests. Next thing you know, I said, "God damn!"
So you're back.
I was back. I was back. We
That is so Craig.
It was
like
I
you're
was so
right
on brand.
back
I was
in
like
the
ready to
Craig.
rock.
God damn, baby.
Well, I said, "God, woo!" You hit me with that good
Smelling
CBD.
salts.
Yeah, oh,
Smelling
that's
CBD.
probably not a bad play either. Have some smelling salts
Oh,
on
yeah.
deck.
Yeah,
That's
let's
not.
do that.
Let's bring a bunch with us everywhere
let's
we
do it.
go.
Okay.
Just do a rip of it because I did some at Matt Neal's place.
Dude, I chew them.
Oh, nice. That's good
Like
for you.
Zen.
That's good for you. You chew your Zens too. So we had. Let me just give you a little roster of instruments we had. We had the cajon. We had 3 hand pans, 2 didgeridoos, 6 native flutes, 4 jaw harps, a big old djembe. We had tambos. We had crystal bowls. We had a crystal harp. We had a couple guitars. Dude, we just had everything. Everything you can think of to make some noise. And there was a couple of parts, bud, where people just... You got to start it. You know what the thing is? I think sometimes drum circles, they seem a little intimidating to people that don't particularly participate in music or anything like that. It's a little intimidating, but if you just start out, if your first guy bringing the notes just starts out with just a nice, simple, one note little beat, somebody else is going to kind of start filling in a little 2 on that. Somebody else is going to come in with a little triple in on that. Before you know it, bud, we had somebody that protested because they thought for sure it was enough to bring the aliens in to abduct us. I know you guys tried it. We didn't have any owl noises or anything. But the singing bowls, I got to get a set. I have got to get a set. Oh, I had Shruti box there. I was working on my polyphonic singing a little bit with that. I was getting them a little bit, bud. It was really just, it was awesome. So we got a little trip. We got some more Hoosier gatherings throughout the year. I think that's got to be a little, I don't know. It's kind of like the pregame festivities. I feel like we all come together. Hey, we're all going to do this together. We're going to make this noise. There was a part though where I was playing these crystal bowls, and I got this one. I got it really ringing right. And I'm kind of playing a figure 8 motion on the 2 bowls that are next to one another. Well, what was interesting was we were talking about sound and healing and how it makes you feel. And like if I was kind of going both in like a clockwise direction, then they kind of built this, I don't know, like harmonic kind of really interesting sound. But if I was playing one clockwise and switched to this one, started playing counterclockwise on this one, or actually vice versa, so that they were smashing together, counterclockwise on this one, clockwise on this one. Dude, it was like making this little rift in front of me where I was playing that was like in between sound. Like I don't even know what it was. Some of the craziest sound has ever made me feel. I've been in sound healings and stuff like that, but you're kind of lying in a big room and someone's going around But like this, like being on it, being the instrument that is pulling those things out. Oh, buddy.
Dude.
I made noise for 26 hours straight. Hand, pan, jaw. I was annoying myself. I'm sure everyone was like, Jesus, somebody get this guy to go to bed. I'm like, sorry, I've been asleep for 20 hours on edibles, guys. I'm awake. I'm wired. And I got too many instruments to play here. I keep sitting on my hair, buds.
Dude, chill. No, you reminded me of, I believe it's a Rogan podcast. And I want to say he has someone on there talking about the pyramids. Yes. He has a gentleman on there who is more about I believe he's a person who works, an engineer who maybe works with like stone and drilling and stuff like that. So hearing his perspective on the pyramids was kind of an interesting thing.
Oh,
and
that episode was awesome.
Yeah, and didn't they say something about those tunnels?
I was just talking about today.
Those tunnels leading to the center of the pyramid, they hum an F sharp.
Well, I believe the Schumann resonance, is that right?
Hancock?
No, it's a different guy. But I believe is it the Schumann resonance or Schulman resonance?
I don't know.
That's the frequency of Earth.
Yeah.
I think it's an F sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they were saying was playing through those pipes or through when the wind blew across certain points of the pyramid. It's crazy that now that we know we're all, like Elise said earlier, we're basically made up of frequencies and vibrations, mostly. If you tell me that music, while played while you are sick, keeps you in high spirits, being in high spirits, less stress, your body has less cortisol, bada bing, bada boom, I am understanding all of the processes happening here. If you tell me music, because you could feel that resonance.
Dude, yes.
When you're at a concert and you're near the speakers, you feel it. In your car sometimes if you got a good stereo, you feel it. When you're playing the guitar, some of my favorite things is being on a little bit of a head full, playing your guitar, and you feel it vibrating against your chest more than you ever do. And you're like, oh, I forgot I got to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So if you tell me that heals us and say you don't have an explanation for it, guess what? I'm in on that too. Because you'd have a harder time explaining to me how that didn't affect us. We talked about it before, the church bells, a bunch of church bells went missing that were a certain frequency.
Tuned to a certain frequency, yeah.
And they said the conspiracy theory, is that, and these are the ones that I'm actually like, oh, because, we'll break down some things.
Tuned to like 432 instead of 440?
Yes. So
or vice versa?
Yes. So all these different little nuances of how they took them down, because there's actually like a picture of like all these thousands of bells in like a warehouse that they all removed or broke or melted down. They said they melted them down for the war effort, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And they would play these in the town circle, and it was just like a reminder to, oh yeah, that feels good. I don't know why it feels good. Kind of like when we hit a C and a G, you're like, damn, that kind of feels good. Why does that feel good? And now you turn me on to the circle of fifths and stuff.
Yeah, especially with the Shruti box. Like, I was explaining that to Griff over the weekend. It was like, he goes, none of these things make anything. I was like, you want to see something pretty cool? Because I just learned it. Here's a key. You can do this on a piano. Now count 3. 5. Including your whites and blacks, count 5. Okay, there's your F. Now count 2 more. There's your G. Now you got a first, a fifth, and a seventh. You got a root, a fifth, and a seventh.
It's amazing,
and it is amazing. Like and how much more warmth, like there is in that. How much bigger that note gets, because you just play one note and it's like, okay, that's interesting. Like it's fine. Then you open up a second one that's inside of that circle, and you're like, oh, it's so much more rich. It's like the landscape now, it was just rolling hills of beautiful grass. Now it's got some trees in it. It's pretty cool. And then you add that seventh in there, and you're like, oh, now there's animals, birds chirping.
Yep.
Like, this is amazing.
Yep, you're unlocking doors that you thought maybe this door would lead you to the place that you needed to go, but then you're like, oh, no, there's another door there that I can get beyond. There's another veil. Because even learning that, and now that you know the guitar, too, you know that these sound good together.
Yeah.
Why the why they sound good together. Like, I'm sure you've seen videos online where people will break down the art of making a song. I actually saw a lady, a vocal teacher or something, break down a Taylor Swift song. She goes, hit him with the C and it sounds good. Hit him with the G, still sounding good. Now with the minor and I'm feeling kind of small. Then I hit it with a minor and a minor fall. Then I hit it with it. And she's breaking down. She's like, and then the chorus I get real breathy. Just a major back and forth. And she sings this song, but she's breaking down that veil of what you're like, why do I like that song? You talked about Red Red Wine being your favorite song as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, I loved it.
How many of your favorite songs as a kid were C, G, and D, just with different words, different tempo, different instruments? Those are the same resonances, the same frequencies that we're hearing all the time. Different octaves, of course. But you're hearing those over and over, and your brain would never understand.
Right.
The layman never goes, oh, those songs are the exact same 4 chords because those guys do that medley of like 100 different songs. And you're like,
Ed Sheeran does it too.
Yes.
I'll play you every pop song ever with 4 chords.
He got sued.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, you want to sue me for these chords?
Check this out.
It's this song. He was on Howard Stern.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, dude.
Thank you for the stars, James. Middle C could be 432 instead of 440 is what he was saying. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've heard that I've done a little bit more research in that, and I don't think there's much hard science on that being as healing as everyone has kind of made it out to be. Like changing the music from 432 to 440.
Yeah.
Like I've heard mixed things on that. I mean, I'm again willing and open because I'm an audiophile. Being in this business, like we love the smell of our own farts and the sound of our own voices. So it's like it's really nice.
Speaking
to be able
of which,
to hear.
we got a cable in here. We got to swap out. I was just thinking about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
You want to do it now?
I don't know which one it is, so we're gonna have to do.
What was one clipping or doing something?
Yeah, it's got a little buzzy buzz on it.
Stupid.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
stupid
okay.
wires. But yeah, I guess just finding out more. What amazes me is finding more and more out about music only makes the mystery grow, rather than I almost didn't want to learn a lot about music to a certain extent because I was like, oh, I don't want the like mystery to be over, you know? It's like when you take a note to class from your teacher that was written in cursive and you were in 2nd grade and you're like, this is a foreign language to me, man. This is wild. Once you start learning that bit about music, you start going, oh, okay. And to top this all off, when we get into the woods, I experienced it damn near every time we get out in the woods, is when everyone's singing and playing around a fire. It is some of the most magical moments you can possibly have.
It's the
around
best,
there.
dude.
From the days of when we would put on a radio when none of us had any skills to now I feel like people are like, I loved that. I want in on that. I loved that. And then you're talking
that's
about...
why I play the guitar now, because you were fucking having so much fun playing music, dude. I just didn't want to be a guy who was just singing.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
which is also fine and great.
You always had the little chops. Even when I first met you, like, I know 2 songs. And it was like, it sounded good. I'm like, dude, you're already halfway home
Just
with
figure
your
it
finger.
out.
Yeah, just get COVID.
Yeah.
Sit in your house for 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you have any time
Just
for
be
that?
disciplined. And also, whenever we had the old studio, I was like dabbling a lot with all the different instruments.
On the bass for a minute.
And then you were like, "Hey, dude, why don't you try practicing any of them?" And I was like, "Okay." And then COVID came, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna practice."
And it's been such, because sometimes, I didn't want to always be the guys like Steve brought his guitar again. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's been such not a weight off my shoulders, but it's been very cool to see that everyone wants to be involved.
Totally.
And there's nothing I love more than sitting there and then trying to like maybe add
a
a
little riff on top.
here. And I'm like, dude, this is all I've dreamt about as a kid. My niece actually wrote an email my cousin. She wrote an email for my aunt, and it was like memories. It's her 70th birthday. And she goes, oh, I'll share some memories about you, since you shared some memories about our family and stuff. And she goes, I always remember you would my mom babysat my 3 cousins, girl cousins, and they were my band. She was on bass. I had a drummer, and then I had another guitarist.
I hope you were as hard on that drummer as you've been on our friend Elise. You're tough on drummers, bud.
I'm tough on bandmates.
Yeah, you're.
Like even she was like, you were yelling at us to like keep in time and like stay out of the way.
And you guys were just pretend playing instruments?
We would play Weezer, Say It Ain't So.
But I mean, were you playing instruments?
We were 100% pretending, obviously.
Oh, that's great. And you were mad at them for not keeping
and
time?
I'm like, guys, we have to get it together here. And they're like, this is supposed to be fun, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
like,
we haven't.
going to the top ain't fun.
Yeah.
Going to the top ain't fun. Okay? You want to go to the top? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I did do that. I am literally, when we play guitars, I'm like, I'm living my dreams. And then, like, I'm sure you notice now, you'll get real quiet when people are singing around you, and you're like, I'm surrounded by the noise.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
not good enough yet where people are. I also have this thing where I don't play songs people know.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. You play some deep cuts.
I play deep cuts.
You got a list of 100 deep cuts.
Maybe 400.
Well, I'm always like, man, I got to expand my musical knowledge. This guy's pulling them out. He's like,
Yeah.
this song was released for
Yeah,
one
but
day
on the flip side of that, I'm like,
96.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know, everybody sings Steve songs.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no doubt. Because I'm like, what are some songs people
And
know?
Steve's like, anyway, here's Wonderwall. and everybody's like, yeah, this is singing, you're my Wonderwall. My mother.
Mother, father. Yeah. We got a big second hour.
We got a big second hour. Let's go to break.
Because I got... Okay.
D. Lysergic acid diethylamide, LSD.
It was like 1961 when I first heard of LSD through my friend Ken Kesey. He was part of an experiment that would get paid to take these various drugs that the government was trying out. Some were placebos, but there was one that was really good.
Some people think it's when Kesey discovers LSD that the counterculture in California is born.
Timothy Leary was telling students across the country to turn on, tune in, and drop out.
Dr. Leary, what are you up to here?
We teach the science and art of ecstasy.
He became convinced that LSD had the potential to be a tool for humanity.
Timothy Leary was the most dangerous man in America because the politicians do not want a country full of people that think for themselves.
There's nothing grown up or sophisticated in taking an LSD trip at all. They're just being complete fools.
When you think about widespread use of LSD in the 60s or MDMA in the 90s, how did that happen? Chemists had to make it. That's how it happened.
Owsley had the reputation, they used to call it Owsley's acid, and out of Southern California, it was the best acid you could buy.
He got busted in '67, and I got busted with him. They came in on us at our lab with guns drawn, 12 of them. You know, it was insane.
Police officers came with these black masks on. I just remember laying on the ground, and the guy's got a gun to my head, and I was actually tripping. You know, I was on LSD.
The government was saying this was the largest LSD lab in history, and we're sitting in a cell, and the future being extremely bleak.
These are profound stories of lives being happily lived and then torn apart that nobody knew about.
If it takes another 50 years of fighting these knuckleheads over the right to consciousness, I'll bring it on.
I seen all these bombed out buildings, all this violence. What are you doing? This is your neighborhood. These are your people.
St. Louis is often described as one of the most divided cities in the country.
The opioid crisis is the biggest public health emergency.
Are solved with a gun.
The number of homicides in St. Louis this year passed 200.
This is about making a human connection.
We have to be able to see that there is some good down the road.
I wanted to go where nobody else will, where everybody's scared to go. Show that God hasn't forgotten.
When the pistol's getting popped, is you there?
You telling me to quit?
You might as well. It ain't working.
Man, I can't do that, man.
Your camera's off now. This real shit.
What's the point in having faith if you're not going to take a risk, if you're not going to take a chance, if you're not going to put yourself in harm's way for the sake of a greater good? What's the point? Well, you can tell it's Friday night. Y'all, let's have a word of prayer real quick. Lord, we praise you. We thank you for your goodness and your mercy. We thank you. I've seen this city, and I've seen the spirit of these people, and I've watched these folk fight for their neighborhoods, street by street, house by house. I start to say I hate to be so preachy, but I am a preacher. But anyway, we're just so blessed. Say hi, Reverend Brown.
Hey, everybody, hello.
My Saturn has returned. When I turned 27, everything started to change. It took a long time, but I learned there's two kinds of people. One is a giver, one's always trying to take all they can take. So I'm saying goodbye to the people that I feel are real good at wasting my time. No regrets, baby, I just think that maybe you go your way and I'll go mine. It's been a real good time. You got dark energy, something I can't unsee. And I've got to take care of myself. Well, I found a deep well, I used to wake and bake, roll out of bed, hit the gravity bone that I made, and start the day. While it got me by, everything I did seemed better when I was high. I don't know why. So I'm getting rid of the habits that I feel are real good at wasting my time. No regrets, baby, I just think that maybe it's natural when things lose their shine. So other things can blow. I've gotten older now, I know how to take care of myself. I found a deep when I was growing up, we had what we needed, shoes on our feet, but the world was as flat as a plane, and that's okay. The things I was taught only took me so far, had to figure the rest out myself. Then I found, yeah, I found a deeper well.
It's a good little tune there, bud.
I love Casey Musgraves.
You love her, huh? Why don't you just marry her?
Yeah, you sound like Jen. You sound
you
like
love her
Jen
so much,
right
why don't
now.
you marry her, bud?
Jen's going to be mad that I even played that song. Because she is jelly.
She's jealous of Casey
jelly,
Musgraves?
Because Casey Musgraves probably all up my DMs. Probably. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the second hour of the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is much more our speed. 12 people in here. That's what I like.
Yeah, we scared them
24. We scared them off.
Yeah,
we got to make some commercials. Let's make some commercials for people.
It was the best part of our
what
show.
We are going to
So here's the
do.
deal.
Watch on Twitter and Twitch.
I'll call people out right now.
Please
I'll
do.
make commercials for any Indians.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm for sale now.
Yeah, I want to do this full time. So
I'm done. I'm done taking not even the high road. Because we weren't taking the high road.
Are we gonna get into that whole
yeah,
deal
no,
again?
I'm done. I'm done being holier now. Listen, I'll take the devil's money right now as long as it lets us
Satan?
play. Satan, you need a commercial?
Let's make a commercial for Satan.
Okay.
And just hope something good comes out of it.
Okay, I like that. Like
He'll
it'll
be
be an
our-
ad, like
Good evil thing.
add energy, add it.
Yeah.
We'll do like
Mike will be
a
good.
Madman spoof.
Evil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Batman spoof.
A Madman spoof.
Madman spoof.
Yeah, where we're just like we have
I've
to.
never seen an episode. Don't have to.
Watch the first season. It's
I don't
pretty
have
solid.
to.
It's pretty good. No, you don't. You don't have to.
I know.
You don't. But I like the idea of an ad agency that is only being hired. Like they specialize in doing ads for just the worst people.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
No, not Mad Men. I'm saying no. We're gonna do that.
No, I can't.
Oh yeah, well I'm done with your
this
pious holier than
Yeah,
that.
no,
We're
no
taking
doubt.
everybody's money. I don't care who Steve
Live
likes
reads.
doesn't like.
Live reads.
Live reads. I'll put my name on it.
I'll sit here.
Steve's not gonna work with the weed industry. I'm working
It's
with
fine,
the
yeah.
meth dealer down the street.
So he's got money?
You got enough money?
Yeah.
I'm advertising for you.
Oh, cool. I must have been out on
Jason, hope you get to feeling better. Thanks for tuning in with us, pal.
Love you too, Jason. He loves us. Just made me laugh so hard I dropped my J. That sounds
What'd you
good.
say? I don't remember anything that was particularly funny.
Probably just something.
Probably just something you just do that, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. A lot of trauma from childhood.
Tell you what, Mike came in hopping mad today.
Why?
So,
Your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So something happened this morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a coffee. I've got all these points in this Starbucks app, right? It's about a $5 cup of coffee. I have 235 points. So
Doesn't sound like a
for
lot.
every star,
You get a star
is-
for every
is
buck
for
you
every
spend.
buck. So I've spent $235 on coffee. And I'm
$235 on coffee?
over like 2 months. And
Jesus
I'm like, what the fuck
criminy.
is, I'm like, what is wrong with me? And Joanna goes, you can go get you a coffee with those points. And I'm like, all right, cool, sweet. So I go get myself a coffee this morning at 215 stars.
You get a cup of Joe?
Same cup of Joe for $215.
No.
I mean, if you
scan the
look at it that way,
I
for sure.
scan the app. I look back and I have
And you got 15 stars left? 20 stars left?
Something like that. And I'm like, wait. I just paid for the most expensive
Can
coffee.
you get a spider ring or anything with the other 20 stars?
Give me a reach around or something.
Oh, well, you know what's funny, Mike? You're just whetting Craig's appetite to have them on here as a potential advertiser.
Absolutely.
This is, I see his eyes have gone to
Absolutely.
dollar signs. Because if it costs $215 to get you a free Marlboro jacket, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane, bud. And that's cigarettes. You can rip through some cigarettes.
Totally.
You can rip through that much
Dude,
coffee.
when I was a kid, I had all of the Marlboro gear.
Damn right you did.
My mom, my aunt were both bartenders, so they would go around the bar anytime. Got like, you guys keep your miles? We're like, no. Cool.
They were like, cool.
Yeah, check out my booth. It's like, keep the camera up, guys. Keep the camera up.
So you can do this.
Yeah. We had trash bags full of Marlboro Miles. Okay? I had a leather jacket. All I ever wanted was the pool table. I wanted the Marlboro pool table.
That's
But I
awesome.
had bags. We had all the gear, dude.
I wanted to smoke so hard
dude,
when I saw that
I
stuff.
was pretty much the Marlboro man.
It worked out.
It worked out all right for me. Yeah, my uncle went on like to the Marlboro Ranch, like he won the trip, like
What's
for the
that
mile.
like?
Bunch of
They're
dudes.
like, hey, sailor, here, light
Yeah.
one up.
Yeah.
Right when you get there, you're like, okay, you got
You walk in, you got
it's
to
like
suck on
Hawaii.
his tailpipe. Let's see if you belong here. Suck on that tailpipe, boy.
Okay. And they're like, wait, you're not supposed to do that.
Maybe not with so much vigor, young man.
That must suck my Zin down.
Joey
they're
Diaz
like,
is
"Goddamn."
swallowing them.
No.
Yeah, he's swallowing Zins.
I thought maybe my hernia was a swallowed Zin at first. I go, Jen, I don't know where my Zin's at last night. Could be clogged up
Think you
in
fell
there,
asleep?
blocking me off.
Think you fell asleep with a Zin in?
Probably.
You ever do that before?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't think so, though. Maybe that was my only time. I don't know where it went. And I wake up and it was gone.
I had the canoe.
I had Cano.
The Cano?
Yeah, Robinson Cano.
Robbie Cano?
Yeah.
Well, it's got a canoe out there.
I don't
I'm
care.
going to guess that he's talking about a canoe.
He's not. He would have spelled it right.
Let's see here. Friends, baseball in the night. Just wanted to pop on and say hi real quick. Hope to get
Hey.
home before the show ends. We love you, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Allison likes this song, Steve. Allison Christine. She says, I like this song. Party on Wayne. Party on Garth.
That is kind of like us.
We never, you know what's funny? We always are like, should we wear wigs? And you're like, it'd be foolish not to. And almost every time we just,
Wayne and Garth it?
we always Wayne and Garth it, but we never know we're Wayne
No,
and
I
Garthing
never
it
do.
until it's like the
Someone's
second
like-
hour. You guys
Obviously
rip it off
Wayne and
Wayne's
Garth.
World.
I'm like, we are.
Like, listen, I will come on here and I will recite both movies.
This is
front
perfect
to back.
swing height.
That is a good swing height.
Give him a swing.
You want to swing?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, swing. Oh, Jesus. You got a
No,
lot
I give you a
of
swing. I give you a power swing.
The listeners know what they're in for.
All right.
Just like,
Where are the bodies, G?
Oh, it's a Garth Brooks joke.
Okay.
where the bodies.
If you remember any of those songs that I played that were amazing this week, and Christopher Rachel Crawford, we're gonna I'm gonna need a song for the next hour, so just let us know. North Dispensaries needs a commercial. Boom.
Done.
Done.
Good. They're the good ones.
They are the good
They're
ones.
good.
We got a handful of good ones. We want to work with the good ones.
I'll work with the good ones, I guess. I sometimes go to dispensaries. I like the dispensaries. We can get in that whole deal. I mean, I
If you
appreciate
want.
what everybody was doing with their lives.
Yeah, if you want to.
Talking to them, I feel comfortable talking to them, and that they're out trying to do the best thing for the patients. And
I will say this:
recreational kind of changed. The
if
game,
you
too.
look at, well, yeah, for sure on
Because
that.
when it was just medical, it was like SODI for medicals.
Well, it's still going. I
Sodies.
mean, that's still going on. Like,
Sure,
I somebody brought something up yesterday. Might have been our buddy Matt, because he's when you went out to Colorado with Project 422.
Yeah.
For some of those veterans, like they didn't know cannabis could be a thing that. I mean, it was a game changer. It set us on a path. It set them on a path. But apparently, a lot of states have like. I know that we have a lower tax rate for medical.
Yeah.
But a lot of states have just like a medical menu that is far
Yeah.
less expensive. Missouri is not
we're
no
not
such
there
state.
yet.
And that's goofy. That's just goofy.
Yeah, that's
we don't have to, we don't have to go too far
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole, but
Yeah, that's good.
I love talking about weed all the time. I know we leave it up to you. You talk about weed and the weather, and sometimes whatever. There's
I like whatever most.
Than the
I
weather.
don't know. Weed and weather are kind of locked in a two-way tie for second. Too.
Okay.
But I do like her whatever stories.
Yeah, she has some good whatever
She's
stories.
got good-
She's got some good
yeah,
whatever
I know,
stories.
It's good.
I agree. What are we talking about?
God, did you see the Tom Brady roast?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so I get a notification. I'm scrolling through my phone and it says Netflix has gone live. I'm like, what? That's
It was
weird.
live?
Yeah. Live.
Oh, that's
So
kinda
Netflix
cool.
is now, and I don't know if you guys have been hip to this, but I wasn't till this. Netflix is going to start doing more live things. John Mulaney has a live show that's like 6 episodes, and he is terrific. And
He's great.
I mean, and he's been pretty upfront and honest with his.
And I would have never
substance
guessed it for him.
abuse.
I would have never guessed it
Never.
for that dude.
No, he's a
seemed-
wild man.
Yeah.
He's a wild
Yeah,
man.
and he
dude.
seemed pretty. He seemed pretty
Tamest-
vanilla.
Yes,
Whenever I
dude.
first saw him,
Totally, dude.
But he's
He's a
sneaky
wild-
funny.
yeah. Oh,
and
dude,
apparently, I think he was a writer for SNL, maybe for Conan too.
Yep.
Um,
What's funny is those old SNL writers, and I didn't know this till I listened
There's
to
a
the
lot of
Neil
them that-
Brennan episode. They'll just write stuff and send it to SNL, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's a good skit," and they'll throw it in for the week. So
I wonder if
all
they get
these
paid for it.
ex-writers, what?
I wonder if they get paid
Yeah,
for it.
he does.
Did they?
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that's not a bad gig. You don't even ever have to go to the writers' room. You just always kind of send one in when you think it'd be funny." Because he wrote one for Shane Gillis that didn't make the show. Anywho, so it's live. So they're going to start doing live things on Netflix. Netflix is basically turning back into television to where you have to watch it live.
Go figure.
And one cool thing, though, as it was live, it was kind of like DVRing it because I rewound it.
You could
back.
pause it and
Yes.
rewind. Gotcha.
So I rewound
That's
it to
cool.
the beginning, and it was a weird mix of people because it's a bunch of ex-athletes who, if we're going to put society in tiers like the Mockingjay,
yeah. Hunger Games.
Yes, if we're gonna put it in that, like
all the different
athletes
sectors.
are elite. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're going to the best parties, hanging out with the best looking people, doing pretty much whatever they want to a certain extent. And also you have these comedians, which Kevin Hart even made a joke that he's like the only big comedian there. He's like, I don't even know half of you. I'm a star. I know that. Like, I know that they got me here for that, and I will be getting paid as such as the star of this thing. You guys are cute. You guys do whatever you want to do. So Kevin Hart was there, a bunch of athletes and a bunch of podcasters. So it was this weird dichotomy of athletes out of their element, being on stage, seeing them nervous for the first time. You never see an athlete nerves.
Sure.
You may see it in their play.
And then people who traffic children.
Yes, and then you got. That's probably why they're worried. They're like, we're a little too close to these traffickers, dude. I got kids.
Not to make light of anything, but
there weren't too many like stars up on stage, but there were. It was everyone who's ever been in anything on anything ever in the audience.
Oh, I believe that.
Like it was from guys
He's
you've
roastable,
seen
man.
TikTok videos that they have 7,000 views to freaking
Tom Hanks.
Kardashian.
Okay.
Is it, you know what I mean? Like there was the gambit of every. What it was to me was, hey, who's a person a lot of people know who's easily roastable? Tom Brady. Tom Brady, this is going to be good for your image, for your brand. Let everybody know you're kind of a human being. Newsflash, he isn't. He's a weird robot.
He looks crazy.
He's a weirdo. He is the weirdest.
I don't know if he's just like, I don't know what he's eating.
TB12. It's all, he's on a strict nutrient diet, like nutrients
He
in,
looks
nutrients out.
gaunt.
He's a machine.
He looks a little
They
gaunt.
even mentioned his cheekbones like 5 times throughout the thing.
Yeah.
Shout out
Why do you
to-
think Giselle dipped?
He's gay. He's 100% gay. Like knowing, that's what I'm saying. Is that me?
Is it? I think it's me.
Knowing what you know about locker rooms, you know, I mean, we've been in the sports world. Sure. Knowing what you kind of know about what we've discussed on the show with the global
So you're
elite
breaking it here
trickling
now.
down.
Tom Brady's gay.
Oh, it's. I mean, he may not be. But it's also like you said, you were getting Tom Cruise vibes. What are always the rumors about Tom
Sure.
Cruise? And in
Yeah.
sports, you still cannot be gay.
Yeah,
Like,
even if they say they accept it.
Yeah,
Dudes are not trying to share a locker
There's never
room.
been
Yeah.
one ever except Michael Sam and one hockey player.
Michael Sam didn't make it
And
long.
yeah, he didn't make it. He was the
There was
SEC
one dude in the
Defensive
early
Player of the Year.
80s, Dodgers, invented the high five, but nobody knew. There was no such thing as being openly, an openly gay athlete.
Oh, Leopold Sanchez, when he would go run out there and he would do those. Well, Ozzy's so gay. He used to do flips out there, dude. Ozzy's gay? So putting all those worlds together and what we know, the knowledge that we've acquired through doing this show and checking out certain things, mole people, conspiracies, world fairs, all the stuff we've kind of pieced together. Knowing what I know now about the music industry and then seeing Cat Williams, what Cat Williams said, the whole time you're watching Kevin Hart, you can tell that he's like, I am getting paid. I am doing a job. I am funny. I will do whatever I want to make this happen for me and my family. So there's kind of a weird thing already going on with Kevin Hart. The podcasters are not that famous yet. They haven't been invited to the parties where you get to do the dirty stuff that everybody wants to go to. So they're like laughing at jokes, not laughing at some jokes. They're kind of your toe into this world a little bit, like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura there, and they do a beautiful thing that I'm like, Craig and I have done something similar. It reminded me of our Kansas City thing that Mike brought up earlier. Like they're standing in front of a screen, they got other things going on. I'm like, this is terrific. It's a great watch overall, but they keep bringing up these athletes in between the comedians. So Randy Moss was it got a little awkward because he's like, we couldn't win a ring when I was there. Like, you cheated before I got there. You cheated after I got there. He's like, well, you didn't trust me? He's like, you guys didn't trust me to collude with you guys? I would have cheated in a heartbeat. Okay, to get a ring?
That's
I'd have
pretty
been
funny.
It was great, dude. Then Wes Welker and Gronk get up there, and they're both, you can tell, roasts are weird because you have to be buddies. Like I was telling Oliver, like, roast your buddies. You and your buddies roast each other to the core. But like dudes you don't really know and stuff like that, that's only going to cause trouble and strife, and like, don't get yourself too worked up about that. Practice those jabs, your roast on each other, dude, and you can go as deep. You can go deeper than you ever thought you could because hands will be thrown if you're the stranger before you can do it with your buddy, and you'll make each other laugh and say stupid things. You'll start to figure things out. But then if you have a buddy who's not really that close in the buddy group, and you kind of start ripping on them, and it's almost like, oh, I don't really like this guy enough to really rip on him and make it feel good for me.
Yeah, I'm just going to be mean.
Yes, but with Wes Welker and Gronk, they were both like, oh, you gay weirdo.
Because they're boys.
Because they're boys, but they're also like, at some point you have changed and turned into this weirdo TB12, and they keep pointing to his gay lover in the audience who
really?
Is 100%. They're like, there are 10 jokes, all not from the comedians. The comedians aren't hip to this. They have no idea. All the athletes are like, dude, you are so gay with that dude. And gay and
the R word.
R word. I'm not ready. I'm not big enough yet.
We haven't hit that part of the pyramid.
Yeah, I'm barely there to say that. But those are back. Like, comedians are throwing those out and stuff. But hearing Gronk and Welker give their whole things about how, yeah, man, this would have been cool to roast you maybe 10 years ago before you got freaking
before you
weird
became a
and
billion-dollar machine.
Yes. So then piecing all that together, you could kind of see the sleaze that is Hollywood, because it was Hollywood on full display,
like one they start
dude.
whispering to each other, like, remember that time we fingered him for that cameo in the movie?
Yeah, probably.
And Betty White was like, I do.
That's terrifying.
Mind meld.
Okay.
Three, two, one.
Peterbilt truck.
What?
That's
all right. Let's keep on with the story. I don't even know what to do there.
Did we say something that?
Mike, look up, see if Peterbilt makes fire trucks.
This is big.
This is real big.
This is big. Does Peterbilt make? I'll make a fire truck out of a Peterbilt.
That was crazy.
That was weird.
That was
Peterbilt
crazy.
Fire truck? Like, what?
What's
We
going
were
on,
talking
bud?
about fire trucks or trucks.
We were talking about anything like that.
That's wild.
What's going on, bud?
That was basically all I had about that.
I like check it out. I guess check it out.
Yeah,
I'll
I recommend
I'll give it a look.
check it. We finally did it.
Peterbilt
on
makes
fire.
fire trucks.
Dude,
Peterbilt is manufacturer of a highway, vocational, and medium-duty trucks.
You guys saw it here first.
You're welcome.
Chad said he thinks they make the chassis. Well, Chad's right.
Chad thinks they make the
He's a truck guy, though.
Yeah,
He's
knows
a truck
more
guy.
than everybody here.
Than
because
Google,
he
for
knows
sure.
Who knows who made the chassis. I can see why you and Chad get along
Speaking
so
of,
well.
that guy, I love him to death.
the best.
I love him to death. And he's got to think we're he had to see just 8 adults unable to stay awake this weekend and be like, what is the matter with you people?
He didn't do it?
Huh?
He didn't do it with you guys?
Of course not.
Good
no,
for
he's
him.
He's smart. He's a grown-up
He's
for
smart.
one.
Yep, that is a good call on this. But all right, let's buy one.
That's
How
pretty
many
sweet
stars
looking.
we got?
2008.
That's pretty sweet
many
looking.
stars do we have?
got a lot of stars. We got enough stars to buy a half fire truck.
Craig, I got a big overarching question for you.
Okay, hit me with it.
And I've thought about this often. They brought it up today on a TikTok that I saw, and the guy was on that Navy SEALs podcast with the buzzed head.
Sean Ryan.
Sean Ryan. Love some of his guests, man.
Some of those, I love his show because some of them are very entertaining guests. Some of them are so far out there that I'm like, I don't
It's
even know.
wild.
I don't know what the show
Yep.
is.
It's Navy SEALs and
I mean, it's a lot of special
wild-
forces
yeah.
and deep state operatives.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Pretty
man.
interesting.
And he's on there talking about when and
There's the Kush Coach.
Oh, hey man, you know what, Kush Coach, you're done. You're done. You're done in this town. So Sean Ryan had a guest on there that said he was breaking down. Oh, you know what? This may have actually been on Bill Maher.
Okay.
There's a guy on Bill Maher saying that back in 80, something about the early 80s, 55% of people said they were proud to be an American.
Oh man, I
Right
can't
now,
even-
do you care to take a venture?
Lower.
I think it was
17%.
It was 8. Now I don't know what the poll is. I think it was certain ages connected to it. I think it was the younger demographic.
Which is
And-
probably, I mean, you know, probably the case for any. I mean, outside of maybe a couple of places that are really closed off to the world, like I would, your youth are always going to be the most revolutionary or the
Yeah, but
least supportive of
I
the
feel like
thing.
if things are going good, they may be your biggest supporters too, because they're kind of dumb. You know,
Oh, there's no question they're
you're
dumb.
16 to 22, you're dumb. You're
Big-
so
big dumb.
dumb. You're a dummy.
You're a big dumb dummy.
So the question posed to you guys: are you proud to be an American?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think it's hard to say you're proud to be an American?
I think it's very hard in the last 20 years, which is crazy. It's like my whole adult life. I think that it's very hard to, to like support what is being done that is clearly not the will of the people. We have the fortunate and unfortunate reality of. Let me let Mike answer his question first, and then I can kind of go off on a tangent. Did you answer that? Yes or no? Proud to be an American?
Yeah. It was a little slow for me to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
both
totally.
of you had a little pause.
I think it's totally natural to look at what's going on, and I don't think that we live in the America that our parents lived in.
Not at all.
And they certainly didn't live in the America that their parents live in. And it's progressively getting worse. I think that is because of a dichotomy that we've talked about in the past, where we understand the need for all of the world to come together. If we want peace, that looks like, you know, or prosperity moving forward as one unit, that looks like all of us kind of homogenizing.
One world government.
You know, that's what it looks like, but that is also just, I don't think, a reality. I don't think it's, you know, I don't think it's possible. And so, you know, I think what we're dealing with right now, I mean, just in this short term, it feels like it's exponentially speeding up to a breaking point. When you look around, you see that most of the homes sold are being bought by corporations. I think we're in late stage corporatism. A lot of people call it late stage capitalism, but it's not late stage capitalism.
Yeah, no.
It's propped up by the government, and it has now become so muddy between the government and the business owners, the people with the wealth, the people moving money, the investment firms. The head of Goldman Sachs will become the head of the Fed Reserve Bank, and vice versa, and it's become so intertwined that there is no people. The regular person is not being served anymore, as well as it should be. And when you have an issue where all of us are, you know, whatever we're spending, I think I saw in the last 4 years, the average American family is spending $11,000 more per year on groceries and gas. That's an absurd number for anybody that's living, you know, at the poverty line, or even, you know, middle class, lower middle class. Like, when you're talking about $11,000 extra, if your boss came in to you and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you $11,000 more a year," you'd be pretty juiced up about that.
God,
An extra
yes.
$1,000 a month, except when
means
you
nothing.
realize that you're just now breaking even to where you were, and that's crazy.
Wild. That is crazy,
and that's happening. And there's a lot of people that know that kind of stuff's happening. I think that America made it to where looking at the world as a one world government, and it's probably easy to say being on this side of the fence, living in District 1, it's probably easy to say that, but I think that the idea of a one world anything moving forward wasn't even remotely a possibility before we started to conquer the world. And I think that anybody else that's around the world that thinks otherwise, I think they're out of their mind. If I always love it when people say, America, whatever, they're bomb it or they're going to do whatever. Yeah, well, they're also going to park a nuclear sub and power an island after a hurricane hits. Like, we're also taking that on. We're the first country that's gone in and fought for someone else's liberation.
Which probably helps you be proud to be an American.
Sure, that's where the hero arc comes from. And I've also worked with people from other countries who live there, who come here, get in a car with an Uber from somebody that's coming from a rough place in the world, and ask them what they think of America.
They love America.
I think that, being born here, not realizing how good we have it, makes it really easy for us to focus on all of the boogers, but I think that on the whole, we're helping the place. Now, it's hard to be proud of how we're moving forward.
Yeah.
It's hard to be proud. I don't think anyone's getting one over on me that our voting process is broken, that the idea of our democracy is, in shambles. I think that when you look at two people that are clearly incompetent, old and incompetent, and you sit there and pretend that they're supposed to lead the best country in the world, and when you talk to anybody anybody at all about what they think, they're like, well, I don't like either of those guys. But no but.
This is the first time in my life where literally I don't
know anybody that's juiced about either one of them.
I've talked to is like,
and that means that we have turned a really scary corner of letting fear, and it's probably always happened. The Patriot Act happened because of fear, because someone crashed a plane into buildings. Somebody crashed a plane into buildings. We were convinced, and we came together as proud Americans that it was like someone else, and because it's really easy when things are traumatic to, well, I hope anyway. It's probably healthy when something traumatic happens to you. Lean into the good. Definitely clap for the firefighters as they came in. It is a thankless job that most people take for granted until someone has been elevated to a hero status in your life. It hit close to home. We'd never seen anything like it. But I feel like, we've gotten to a point now where we're not being represented by people that are remotely living similar lives to us. Not even remotely. That's at the national level. That's at the local level. It's at the state level. I mean, does Roy Blunt represent you? Does Ivy League?
Josh Hawley.
Josh Hawley. Does he represent you?
Not really.
Not really. And none of the dipshit goofballs on the other side do either. And so it's like, I just need people. I feel like there was a time, even at the at the early construction of America, everybody who's coming here was they were hungry. They were young men. They were hungry to succeed without a keeper, without a king to tell them what to do. And I think that that's fine, but power corrupts, and I think that obviously, money starts to trickle towards the top, and then people start to exercise that influence in more ways. And I think that the world looks, I don't know that if it's exclusive to America. I think that the world right now is manipulated by elite technocrats that can make the world think anything. They can make the world think they're safer with a bear in the fucking woods than a man. That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk, and that is kind of that's what true. You want to talk about privilege? That's what privilege looks like. The privilege of first world development. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We are making a world, a digital world, and the influence that is exercised within it, I think, is stripping people of their ability to critically think. I think it's coming back. I think there's enough stuff now. There's enough whistleblowers now where people are like, I think that plays into why we don't think, Trump or Biden are the guy. I mean, that and the fact that we have eyes and they're 80.
Yeah.
And they have shit in their pants right now, both of them.
Yep.
I think that's.
But one has less shit than the other one.
Yeah, probably. So let's vote for the less shitty one. It's a weird thing.
Totally weird.
It's a weird thing. Am I proud to be American? I think I'm proud of the opportunity. I'm proud of the ideals of America. I'm proud of the idea of what being an American is or what the country stands for. I'm proud of the idea of the experiment. I'm not proud how it's playing out.
Well, we as Americans are so far removed from the Americans that made their way in the world. Like, what was the Boston Tea Party tax? It was like
2%.
Nothing.
2%.
Yeah. And we
now it's 40%.
raged.
Yeah.
And now our groceries have gone up. 11 grand. We're being taxed out the wazoo.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? It doesn't come across
every
as taxes.
angle. Yeah, we're everything there. Everyone is nickeling and diming us.
Mm-hmm.
Every corporate entity, every kiosk at every place we buy something, every letter we get in the mail. And, I want to say this to the rest of the world, actually. Hey, world, it's your buddies, Steve, Craig, and Mike. We live in America, and speaking for all Americans, we don't necessarily care for what's happening right now. We're on the inside, and we want to be good and helpful and have a soul, and kind of that's what we're taught here in America. We're like, hey, we're good. We're the good guys. What I want to tell the whole rest of the world is help. We're stuck inside here, man. They won't let us out. People are listening to everything we got going on. We're with you, man. Don't listen to the media. Our media is lying to us every second of every day. I have no idea what is even real anymore. So if this is even getting out, I don't know if it will, but if this video is crossing any borders ever, this is America. We are with you, okay? We are with the people of the world just to go to the grocery store and buy some groceries without thinking, oh my God, I hope I can keep my lights on because I'm trying to buy organic now because 90% of the stuff in this place is trying to kill me. I don't want to die. I want to take my kids on a little trip somewhere. Is that so much to ask? Our country's huge. We got tons of crap everywhere. This guy went to Arizona and ruined his life. Do you want that to happen to anybody else here? We don't, okay? So rest of the world, we love you. This is America. We're not as bad as we're probably being made out to seem right now. Our leaders are corrupt, and we didn't put them there. We literally have no control over it. It's Nabisco, Nestle, Facebook, Google. They are the ones controlling all of this mess right now, controlling the narrative that we're not supposed to like each other, okay? Well, in the great words of Bobby Battlehawk, I will say, I like them Irish broads. I like them Vietnamese gals. We love them all, okay? Gosh. I did hear a theory, too, that, and this was kind of interesting. I never thought of it like this before, but that when the government is working as it is.
Preach on, Sebastian Bach.
Is that the lead singer for
Skid Row?
Skid Row, yes. Yes.
You do have some mad Sebastian vibes going on.
Ben, get it. He needs to be here. But the theory was that when the government's cooking, and it is the will of the people in the government, you want to tax the richest citizens as much as you can. Otherwise, they develop more power than the will of the people, which we're seeing right now. The will of the people means very, very little at this point. I mean, if the will of the people mattered, weed would have been legalized simply 5
Steve,
to 10
they
years ago.
rescheduled it.
Did they?
They
though?
rescheduled
Did
that.
they? What are we doing, guys? This isn't. That's where I see.
You want the nefarious thing that I think we're doing?
Are we doing it for votes and stuff?
Well, I mean, I think that probably,
Maybe,
but also I think that it's going to. I think the feds are going to start stinging legal state operations.
Really? For it being Schedule 2 now?
Yeah, I think they want to move this thing into pharmacies, and I think that the Schedule 3, but yeah, I think they want to move it into pharmacies.
Really?
I think so. I mean, it might not be realistic.
So Schedule 3 are pharmaceuticals? A lot of pharmaceuticals?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't
Listen,
have too
bud,
much on it.
I've heard... How many times have we heard the news story break that they are going to finally legalize cannabis federally? How many times have we seen it?
It's a fucking joke.
30?
Yep.
Throughout our time
I'm not
here
cheering.
doing that?
Let's just get this clear. I'm not cheering Joe Biden on any kind of drug anything. It's fucking crazy. You know how many people sat in jail for fucking 30 or 40 years because of that dickhead alone? I'm not doing it.
Kamala too, dude.
Fuck her too.
Yeah, dude. It's unbelievable
I'm not doing it.
Guys,
and anybody on that side that insists that I do can eat my whole ass. That shit is ridiculous.
You hear that, rest of the world? We don't want that.
I don't want it.
We don't want it. Like, you think we want this? And they're like, yeah, well, you guys are kind of running things right now, so maybe do something about it. But it's like, but we're comfortable. I'm still fairly comfortable. It will be interesting to see if the squeeze stays on. Because we are in bend, don't break mode for a lot of people, I feel like.
We are right now. You know what though? Do you remember? It might have been Bo because he knows hydro, but I feel like he knows hydro. Maybe we got a lot of weed enthusiasts here.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot of weed enthusiasts here.
Just smoking pigs.
Somebody said let's see, they can reschedule D's nuts.
Come on, Ben. I was just singing your praises.
Questioning beliefs for that last offer. Shit bomb, schedule 1, or completely deschedule. Yeah, just fuck deschedule
it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, they're never going to deschedule it because that's going to take away the money. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are just like, can I just buy weed in a store cheap? Can I do that? Is that crazy to ask?
Can people just
Can
grow it?
Can people just do what we like to do?
Can people just grow it?
Can you just leave me alone? Can you stop telling me what to do?
Come on. It's that simple,
I
man.
don't need more people telling me
Stay
what to
out of
do.
my business,
Get up out
man.
my business, my business.
Yes.
Listen to that a couple times this weekend.
You were in a time warp in 2002, dude. That's not bad.
It was fun. It was fun. A good time. I'm proud of the idea of America. I'm proud of what we're trying to do. I feel helpless. I feel helpless against it. I feel like the only way that you can ever that's why I'm not going to like. I don't think that I find it weird. It's like all these protesters on the campuses. Protest on campuses. That's where protests should be happening. College kids should be questioning what's right, what's not right. I'm so glad I didn't wear this to Red Rocks. I'd have been eating this thing. You guys were wrong on your choice, by the way. But on college campuses, like kids are supposed to question what's right, what's wrong. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
But when I see that every tent is identical, every tent that these protesters
I did hear a theory though. It's the first cheapest one that shows up on Amazon.
And they're just set up in uniform rows on campuses all across the country. I don't buy it.
Well, the first people arrested, none of them went to the college or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all nonsense.
No, that's been proven that paid actors participate in those groups to stimulate social unrest to sway voters in a certain direction. Because it's like the Satanists; they have to do it and tell us about it. That's why they have all of the rituals and stuff.
Satanists or the Illuminati?
Half a 6 of one, half a dozen.
I don't know that they're interchangeable, but I get what you're saying. I heard what you're saying.
Okay.
I know that the Illuminati's got the deal, right?
Not the Duncan Trussell Satanists who are like good people. Yeah, are actually good people. The all-seeing eye.
I just got to do this once a month.
Oh yeah.
To meet my quota.
I wish.
Put me in the Illumis.
Yes. Thank you.
Put me in the Illumis,
You're heading there, bud.
I'm in the naughties.
Schedule 3 should allow cannabis companies. Oh, this is big.
To claim employees on their taxes,
which should result in higher wages for workers, but I doubt that will happen.
You're right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that would be nice, because them not being able to write anything off is a travesty.
Well, it's part of it. That's certainly, yes.
But also, I don't want any more money going to my government. My government has no clue how to use money.
We've already talked.
They have not.
This has been brought up a million times. You could tax every dollar of wealth out of the world, and it would balance the budget for, a couple of days. We have to cut spending. The United States government should not be the largest employer in the world.
That's wild.
It's not how this is supposed to work.
No.
You know? And the problem is when you get all of these people in there that depend on this thing, people vote with their pocketbooks. And beyond that, people that are kind of outside of the vote are going to influence elections the way that they can in order to keep their pocketbook safe. And I get it. I mean, I understand. That would be if someone all of a sudden said, whatever, let's pass this legislation that means all promotional products have to be bought online or whatever. I'd be like, no, can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it because you're racist or something
Yeah.
if you do that. I get it. I get you're trying to protect how you feed your family.
You just got to move and adapt, though. That's what being American's
adaptation.
about, man.
Adaptation. That's what life is all about.
Man,
is about
that's
adaptation.
like the thing about America, what makes America awesome, because I am fucking proud to be an American, and I make fun of that song every goddamn chance I can.
I hate that song so much.
If some of the dudes that we know from Project 422 and other stragglers we've picked up along the way, if
drifters.
meeting those guys and girls who are willing to die for what this country is, you start to go, oh yeah, things are pretty tight here. I got a pretty nice life going here. It's standing on the shoulders of giants before us. We've just lost our way. Now, here's the question, and I don't know if anyone has an answer to it, but it's a good one to just say out loud so we can start thinking. What is the key that gets us back on the upswing? Or am I so dense that I watched the Ray Dalio video the other day. He's a phenomenal TikTok follow. He worked at like Lehman Brothers or something like that. Ray Dalio, he's a money guy. And he kind of did like gross domestic product and GDP. We got how much food, how much sickness, how much. He took all these indicators of a healthy society and ran them through this thing, and it showed the Romans, Ottomans, showed, Greek, it shows all
Egyptians.
It shows them all. And they're all in, obviously kind of a bell curve where they hit a peak and then they start coming back down. And America right now on his little scale is about here.
That's terrifying.
Coming down on the other side. And China has one that kind of
They're
looks like
back
it's
up on the way
starting
up,
one.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get that the earth has a rhythm. The earth has a heartbeat. The earth has all this stuff. The markets have a rhythm. The markets have a heartbeat. We do as above, so below. Fixing this, how does it get fixed? Can we get back on the upswing? I think yes, but is it as simple as a charismatic president? Let's say RFK is the greatest orator, the greatest idea man, the greatest at bringing people together. Is that enough to get us back on the upswing?
I think they'll kill him.
What is it going to take?
I think they'll kill him.
Well, they won't give him Secret Service.
He's already had the same dude break into his house twice.
Unbelievable.
It's
dude.
pretty crazy.
They'll kill him, and we say that like it's
They'll kill
not
him.
even like Boeing killed another guy.
I heard that too.
What? Like
What is
we're
going
just
on?
allowing them to do this.
Yeah, the
to
hitman's
us.
head didn't even hit the pillow from
That's
the
what
last guy.
I saw a meme that said it was
Yeah, man, this is kind of what happened with Epstein and all of that. Like to where there's so much crazy shit going on that everything's just a joke and a meme now. And it's like, well, it's like whenever they have like the calendars and they show like whatever like the internet thing is for that month, whatever. January was rich people, or February is rich people in a submarine clothes, and like they just keep going. It's like there's always one story that happens on a monthly basis, and I don't think that it's necessarily planned, like as far as that thing happening. I just think it's planned as far as the media's like, that's the one.
Yep.
That's what we're going to
It's
run
all
with.
The checks all the boxes.
When we talk about alien invasions, nobody even blinks an eye.
What was that?
Nobody blinks an eye, and so I don't.
There's also a theory that those entities, that all the UFO information, it was Earth-based.
Oh, yeah.
They never said it came
it came from outer space.
Yeah.
They might be in the ocean.
Yeah. That, and they could be like almost interdimensional demon angel type stuff. and how some of the literature that's come out now kind of leans towards that. And you're like, oh my God, the Bible was right. I got back in time just in time.
What are you going to do when
Just
you
in
hear the
time.
trumpets?
The Four Horsemen come?
Oh, dude, that's going to be so cool.
It's
I was just thinking
pretty
about,
tight.
I was just thinking how tight it's going to sound with those trumpets. Like, I was doing sound healing all weekend. So I'm getting in the crystal ball.
Is it going to
with
be
those,
Timmy Trumpets, you think?
I hope so. As he plays that song that the Mets closer comes out to.
Yep.
Oh, I hope so. He's coming to St. Louis.
Okay.
Timmy Trumpets. Want to
Let's
go see him?
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? He just plays that song for 3 hours.
He's coming with Tommy Trombone.
Oh, he's just as good.
Yeah. Frankie Flutes might make an appearance.
Dude, you know what? Henry Hondrum, if he comes.
Henry Hongdrum, that guy.
He's the man. You want to do one more break? Come back?
Yeah, I do. Hey, Mike, will you do what you want to do, Blue Dude?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Let's do Blue Dude. We'll come back, sing you a song.
Sing a
We'll start
song,
wrapping stuff up. Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here for this congressional hearing talking about the drug abuse, resistance, and education.
We didn't have the
program.
video
Many of you may
loaded, so
know
here's
as
the
DARE.
Dare line instead. We were going to do Blue Chew. But now
I'm
here's
Senator
the
Full
Dare
of
line
from
thing.
Covington,
Check out
Louisiana.
the Dare line thing. We'll be back.
And we are joined here today by Mr. Darren
Blue Dude. Yeah, Blue Chew is real. Mike,
and I'd like to get some questions
You can turn off the
answered
microphones now
about the
if
effectiveness
you guys want to do that.
of this here program that was instated in 1983. Okay. And just to see how far along we've come with this here program, keeping the youth of America, the children of our future, off of these terrible, terrible drugs. Mr. Lyon, Darren, Mr. Lyon, in your opinion, in your humble opinion, do you think that the DARE program has been a success?
Well, that depends on what you consider a success. I don't have the numbers with me.
Well, now let me clear a few things up for you there, Mr. Lyon. In the last 10 years, according to a study that came across my desk from PhD DJ Hansen, the effectiveness of the DARE program 2014 over a 10-year period, we have seen increases of 29% in drug use and 34% in tobacco use. Now, I travel all along great state of Louisiana talking to my constituents. I have seen what these drugs have done to my community. I would like to know, sir, if you still think whether or not this has been a success.
I thought I was doing good things. I swear I didn't. And to God, I didn't know how this was all going to turn out. I went in there. I was looking for some work, found a job. It's hard for a lion to get work. And it seemed like we were helping the kids. So I don't know.
A 34% increase in tobacco use. While just the other day, just before I hopped on the Pontchartrain Bridge, I was headed in and I was going to get some beignets down there in New Orleans. I saw a 7-year-old boy smoking a Marlboro Red on the side of the road. Is that the America you want to live in, sir?
No, sir.
Well, now I gave you the stats on 2014. Let's go back. Let's go back to when I was just a young and up and coming little whippersnapper. In 1992, let's see, a study from 98 said between 92 and 95, they found a 59% increase in illegal drug use among high school seniors. Can you believe that? Ain't even out in the world on their own. Haven't even taken a chance on life yet, and they're already all caught up in the damn dirty devil drugs.
You gonna put that on me? Now it's my fault to watch all the kids? I don't know. I was trying to help. I didn't know what was going on. Listen, I'm a simple lion. I didn't know what was going on. I was just there for a paycheck.
Mr. Lyon, you're going to have to help me understand how something as innocent and carefree as an 8th grade dance is now all of a sudden filled with a bunch of hopped up meth heads running around swamp.
I think you'll see most studies show that most 8th graders are doing meth. And that's not on me.
Well, it says here, Mr. Lyon, as I dig a little bit deeper into your past, that it showed you here on Epstein's flight log.
Sure was.
I thought I knew you from somewhere. I did. I thought I seen you before. Mr. Lyon, and I wanna thank the good chairman here for yielding me my time. Mr. Lyon, I want to ask you again, after being presented with some of these stats and seeing the current opioid epidemic that we face as a country and drug problem that we face as a country, I want to ask you again for your reflection and your truth on whether or not this drug abuse resistance education program has been a success. And with that, sir, I will yield the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Congressman, thank you. Listen, we were doing our best, okay? Yeah, sure, a few more kids tried drugs because of the DARE program. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, we're now learning that the war on drugs is a war on consciousness. We're learning that the war on drugs was a war on people, a war on our fellow citizens. And they're trying to make me the scapegoat of everything. And I'm not a goat, sir. I'm a lion. I instinctively eat goats. I don't want to, but I do. So DMT may revitalize your belief in God. So maybe ketamine helps you deal with debilitating depression. So maybe cannabis can help you live a better quality of life. Did we know those things back then? Maybe. I don't know. I don't understand why you're putting this all on me. I'm an actor. I'm out there reading a script. And now you bring me in front of all these lovely taxpayers and say I'm the reason kids are experimenting with their consciousness? A talking lion? I don't think so. It's ridiculous. I want the people at home to do their own research. Find out your own facts about this stuff, because the war on drugs is a war on you.
Don't think I can handle this. A cloudy day in Metropolis. I think I talked to my analyst. I got it so bad for this little journalist. Drives me up the wall and through the roof. Lowest clock in a telephone booth. I think I'm going out of my brain. I got it so bad for little Miss Lois Lane. I'm on Lois Lane, please keep me in your plan. Yeah, Lois Lane, you don't need no Superman. Come on downtown and stay with me tonight. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. These living buildings in a around on Miss Lois Lane. I can't believe my dream was real. I'm competing with the man of steel. Oh, Lois Lane, please put me in your plan. Yeah, Lois Lane, you don't need no Superman. Come on downtown and stay with me tonight. And I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I don't think I can handle this. A cloudy day in Metropolis. I think I'll talk to my analyst. I think got so bad for this little journalist. Oh, Lois Lane, please put me in your plan. Yeah, Lois Lane, you don't need no Superman. Come on downtown and stay with me tonight. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. 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 Little bit, Gabbin Roast.
Oh, Hot Rod Medley? Spin Doctors
I
Medley?
was thinking Spin Doctors Medley. It was the first thing that popped in my head. You guys like the Spin Doctors? Cool,
Who doesn't?
we do too.
Who doesn't like the
We
Spin
do
Doctors?
too.
I don't want to know them. There's some kind of crazy buzzing going on here. What the hell was that? It was just my stupid capo. That's all it was. Just my stupid capo, bud. Welcome back.
Man, that was fun ripping and riffing tonight.
Ripping
man.
and riffing, pal. It's what I do. It's what we do.
It was fun. I had fun with you guys tonight. That was fun. Good job.
Not my
guys.
real hair. They didn't know.
Well, I'm not exposing mine because they think mine is 100%
I actually,
authentic.
a couple times I looked at you. I love the Sebastian Bach reference. You also kind of look like our buddy James Alexander Hilbig, just a little bit.
He wants to take asylum in your.
Oh, you're like riff-raff. It's just a jump to the left. Then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips.
Oh, yeah, that guy. You love that, dude.
Dude, I do love Rocky Horror Picture Show. I would love to get a bunch of Hoosiers out. We go do it all in costume. I'm really into it. I think it checks all the boxes for a great movie, great soundtrack, nice little musical, a lot of kink stuff going on there. Pretty neat.
You love the kinky stuff.
I'm into kinky stuff. I
like all the kinky stuff.
I was raised Catholic. I come by it honestly.
Yeah, it does. It's just in the bones.
Mhm.
It's in the body and blood, if you will.
It absolutely is.
Kinky.
It absolutely is. Do we Oh, I got an idea. 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. All right.
Hang on.
Close your eyes.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I've been ready.
Okay. 3, 2,
1.
1. Harmonica.
Cow pie.
Harmonica and cow pie.
Wow. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Fart.
Mouth. I know exactly.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Stink. Well, I mean,
Stinky
there's
butthole,
like
stink
one
butthole.
answer here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Duty. Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Thanks for believing in us, Mikey.
Yeah, we got there. We got there.
We got there.
Mike, you want to try it? Let's do it. You two do it. Mine, Mel.
Oh,
Ready?
me and him do it?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Pizza.
Cars.
Pizza and guitar.
cars. Cars or guitars?
Cars. Pizza and cars. 3, 2, 1.
Delivery. My man, I'm feeling it tonight, bud. All right, you guys gotta go now. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Sombrero.
Did you say roller coaster? Sombrero. Roller coaster and sombrero. 3, 2, 1.
Carnival.
I feel like you guys just switched sides of the tracks. Okay.
Carnival
and siesta. 3, 2, 1.
Foreigners. Four nerds. Four nerds. I said four nerds, and he said
Foreigners,
nerds.
and he said
Four
nerds.
I said four nerds.
4 nerds is what you said.
Not
and
four
he said nerds?
Yeah. And
Oh.
he said nerds.
That was a good handshake.
Nailed it. We nailed
You
it.
guys nailed it.
Oh, wait, we did have some
You
good
know,
comments.
I'll tell you what, though. I don't appreciate you guys taking, like, this is really threatening the sanctity of the game. With that whole, I
Okay,
said
foreigners.
No. You've shook on it.
Oh, now you're
It's
going to make
done.
all the rules
Yes.
here?
Oh, you asked me to count it down. You playing my arena.
Let's
Here.
do it three-way. Let's do a three-way, like spring break.
3-way mind meld?
Yeah, three-way
oh,
mind
This is
meld.
like Girls Gone Wild.
Yes,
dude.
this
Okay,
is. We're
are
going
you guys
triple
ready?
kiss.
All right, I'll count us down.
All right.
Hang on a second.
Oh, come
This
on.
is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
So,
3, 2, 1.
airplane.
I
What was
said
yours?
Florida.
Helmet.
Airplane.
Florida, helmet, airplane.
Ready?
Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Red Bull.
Panthers.
What was yours?
Vacation.
I said Panthers, like the hockey team.
I know, I get it. And I said Red Bull.
Red Bull, Panthers, and vacation. Red Bull, Panthers, and vacation. Perfect. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Tiger
Florida.
King.
Guys, it is so obviously Florida.
He just said Florida.
Oh, he did?
That was how it started.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm dumb.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so Tiger King, Jungle, and Florida.
3,
2,
2, 1.
Big
Mowgli.
cats.
What'd you say?
Amazon, Big Cats, and Mowgli.
Isn't that where Mowgli's from?
No, Amazon,
India, I
Big
think.
Cats, and Mowgli.
Amazon, Big
Big Cats,
Cats, Mowgli.
3, 2, 1.
Jungle
Jungle
Book.
Book.
What the fuck did you
Mike,
say?
what the hell are you doing over
I was
there?
like, what is it?
What are you doing over there? Pick up a book, Mike. Run your Kipling, Mike. Run your Kipling.
It just went blank.
Was the peach big? It's fucking huge. That's Roald Dahl, I guess. We had some great comments. You were
Yeah, we
saying.
did. I wanted to read that.
If I knew how to kill it, I would volunteer.
Greed. I always talked about how greed is bad because, the movie Wall Street, greed is good. And a lot of people, I think, lived by that credo like it was some sort of life motto to rep your set by, when really greed is bad. Like an abundance of greed is bad. Now, do advancements come from greed? Yes. So it is a little bit like bullying people into being skinny and stuff. Like, you remember Jenny Jones when they would do like From Geek to Chic? And I remember
Jenny Jones, the old talk show?
Yeah, and I remember some of these people who were like out of shape and not living their best lives. Like the reasons probably weren't right, but they made their lives like entirely better through the through the motivation of people kind of getting on their ass.
I don't think that, to this day, I used to have to be kind of coached by my spouse. She's like, just improvement doesn't have to come with like, you don't have to be suffer through this. You know, there doesn't have to be an element of suffering in order to just. I'm like, maybe that's true, but for it to really land with me, like, it feels like anything good feels like it has to come with a little bit of work.
You just reminded me of what the clip was from the Sean Ryan show.
Okay.
It was Jordan Peterson. He's the guy. Yeah, okay. He's on there, and he goes on a spiel. Yeah, I was trying to do one of them, too. Oh, do you see? The thing is this. I'm a little Irishman. That's what I kept hearing in my head. He was on there talking about God, and I would assumed he was an atheist. But from what he was saying, and I need to rewatch it to see how he tied this all together. Because it also was one of those things where you're trying to get answers out of someone so that they can help you narrate your own story that you're telling, but they're not giving you the exact answers that you want. So you're like, okay, let me guide you.
Tarzan.
Let me guide you. Tarzan.
Like Tarzan.
Jungle Book. Jungle Book. It's so obviously Jungle Book.
After he literally asked me, "One Jungle Book in the Amazon?"
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just did it.
I'm throwing batting practice here, Mikey. I'm laying him in for the home run derby.
He's facing the cage. But he was saying that he was asking Sean Ryan about his trials and tribulations becoming a SEAL. And he's like, how was that? And he's like, it was the hardest thing in my life. And he's like, was it transformative? And he said, yeah, it was the most transformative thing. And so Jordan Peterson goes, well, there you got it. The most difficult things you can possibly do are the greatest things that you can possibly do, and the most transformative, and they will not be comfortable. And I was like, whoa, dude. Like, it was so just matter of fact.
When you played, soccer or, high school sports or anything like that, did you guys ever do like morning weights or morning workouts, morning runs, anything like that?
Morning woods.
Yeah. That's good. Did you have any kind of
yeah.
like that? But like, I always felt like the days where you had to wake up, which was 4 days a week for us, like had to be up at whatever, 5 o'clock, be at the school at 5:30, yep. Get done lifting about 6:45, take a shower, grab breakfast, go to first hour. But I always like it sucked. I never, every day when I went to sleep, I'm like, God, I don't want to fuck. Yeah. It's 4:30 to go lift weights, to squat like that. Squatting at 5 in the morning is the worst thing in the world, But by the time that workout was done, and I was sitting in first hour, there was like this level of accomplishment that I knew that most of the kids that weren't competing at anything like weren't going to do that day. I felt like by being forced out of that comfort zone, I felt that it did come with like a level of, I don't know if it's superiority. It was just like a matter of like, it was for sure for me. You get me, but it was like a level of like, I felt more confidence that
in
came.
Yourself.
Yeah, the confidence that came along with that because
it's like when you're working out.
Totally.
It's like your dreams will. I remember what my dream specifically when I wasn't working out back in the day, I would be punching and it would be like I was in water. But then if I was working out, my dreams, if I got into a fight, I'm like ragdolling big guys. Totally. And I'm like, look at my psyche just from working out. What a crazy idea that would be, that if you start feeling better about who you are as a person, other things start to fall in line and work better. That's a weird notion. I should not do that.
I think a regular reminder to not be comfortable to reject comfort is, more important. For me, I think all of us kind of tend to, I think it's a very human thing, but like we tend to
seek
comfort in constantly. Yeah. And the more comfortable you get, it's like, well, how can I enhance this situation a little bit?
Comfort is better.
Comfort feels better because you're not doing anything. It's like, I could just be here and just like piling yummy treats in my face and watching the 4th episode of this show.
Piling yummy treats in his face. Just reaching into your pocket,
grab a handful of yams,
boy.
Yeah, well, we won't listen to that just yet. You want to listen to it?
Of course.
You guys want to hear the yam song?
Of course.
Leave a comment if you want to hear the yam song.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll treat you. Maybe we'll treat you to something. You guys want to hear?
Yeah, Angie, you want to hear the?
You want to hear about song? 3 Kings in Yamland?
Matt Neal.
We'll get to it.
Do you want to hear a song about yams? You with the food and your
Yeah,
perfect
but
for you.
like, you know, I mean, I just feel like it's a natural thing. It's like, I mean, I think, you know, comfort is a drug. Comfort is something like, it's something that you chase, you know, and it's easier. Like
comfort is a status symbol too.
Totally. Think about, like, you know, the turn of the 20th century,
Mm-hmm.
like where it was a sign of being wealthy if you were fat, and like people kept their heat ridiculously hot in their house because that was another flex. Was like, hey, I got heat.
Yeah, I'm
what are you doing?
Sweltering and sweating.
I'm 400 pounds. I'm sweating everywhere.
I got it good.
I got it real good, and you don't. Come over here and watch me sweat.
You want some bread, idiot? What was that?
I don't know, but I'm making shirts immediately. Want some bread, idiot? Oh, we got some people wanting some yam and eggs, but only if it's pocket yam and hand eggs. You get it. You guys get it.
Yeah, they do. Who's still here?
James,
Hillbear. Belinda Joyce. Who's Belinda Joyce?
Oh, she's a friend of the show.
Okay, Belinda Joyce, one of your noobs?
No,
one of your
she's been here
freak
for a
ass
while.
noobs.
I think it's somebody who's been here for a long time. She's just going by first and middle name.
Oh, good job, Belinda Carlisle. Busted. Busted immediately.
It's not Carlisle, I'll tell you
Belinda
that.
Joyce Carlisle.
You want that?
Yam song.
Oh, you want the? I didn't. I thought
Yeah,
we were
we
just
got
gonna
one
get to
person said, "Bring on the yams." That's enough for me.
Enough for me.
Cynthia's finally here. About time.
Well, it's about time Cynthia showed up.
But about time for this.
Of course, she waited until after we warned everybody about the Bears. Whatever. Here's a yam song.
Oh, look, there's Steve. His groove's so tight.
Groove is so tight.
Slipping yams in the pocket light.
Slip those yams.
Craig laughs along a playful fight. While Mike preps for a feast tonight.
Mike is prepping for a
He's chopping
feast.
onions.
Pockets bulge with yams, you see.
I thought Mike was looking at our pockets going,
A game they play, wild and free.
no.
Steve's on fire, his eyes alight, feeling the heat of the yam-filled night. Craig's shadow looms, he's got that flare. Reaching for the prize in Mike's pocket, they dare.
Reach for that prize in his pocket.
Together they lie entwined in dreams, feeding their hunger, so it seems. Now here comes the sun, they rise as one.
Why were we glowing?
Their skin aglow from the fun.
Okay. Thank you.
Muscles taut with yams in hand. Three kings of the yam-filled land. They toss and turn in a playful fight. Locked in brotherhood, they're a sight.
So true.
I can grin knife and ice, grin knife and life.
Those are my favorite lyrics.
There they stand on the break of dawn. Yam kings ruling beam for the light is born. Yea, ying, doubt off through their senna light. Hair like wild, their chests still bare. Yam sense floating in the morning air.
Yam sense.
We got pocket yam
Floating
jam
in.
stars is what we got there. Thank you, James Thomas,
That
for
song
our
has
pocket
made
yam
us
jam
more
star.
money than
anything we've
did.
ever done. Glad we did that. I like my favorite lyric of the whole thing is like, and if you hear
Oh, that's my secret code to summon all the demons from the alien spaceships.
It's a demon speak.
That's probably why we didn't get any aliens when we tried to call them in at that alien camp out where we tried to call in the aliens because they're already here. So why would
Yeah, they're like, what do you want? They're like calling from underneath you.
It's a Ring doorbell cam. They're like,
How can we help you?
Mike, do you have to leave? Because we could wrap this up. Mike, instead of the end.
Okay, real quick.
Wait, let me just make sure that you got their voices on. Pocket in the yam-filled land. That's all I want to say. I don't know. I want to do too. Oh, hang on. Shit.
Okay, I had to turn it off.
I'm the king of the yam.
Hang on a second. Go ahead. once in the yam-filled land, trying to seduce the little chipmunk-voiced guy with the 2 yams in his hand. I want a yam. I'm actually the hand potato guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Craig's ham potato guy. HPG.
Yeah, you're PY. I'm HP. You're PYG. I wanna love you, pretty yam guy.
That was good. Guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We got more viewers now than we have all night.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll start going live at 9:25.
That's not a bad play.
It's not a bad play. We're going to start going live.
Oliver's going to have to
Anthony
drop out and be our key
Priest.
grip.
Anthony Priest? What a cool last name, dude. You're definitely going to heaven.
Probably.
Not with the things I've seen that dude do.
Don't take shots at. This is like a new guy. We did hashtags for the first time. We got people coming all over the place.
Yeah, well, guess what? He's getting held accountable just like the rest of them.
Just like the rest of the
Anthony
priests.
Priest, Tony Priest. You think that's going to save your soul? I doubt it, sir. Why don't you never watch this show again? I'm just kidding. Good to have you, Anthony.
Yeah,
Good to have you, buddy.
love
We
having
said
you
your
here.
name a lot. I'm sure you got a kick out of that. Go ahead. And Craig, wax poetically on the way out here.
Oh, okay. Are we? How are we taking them out? Are we gonna?
Oh, do you want to do a song?
We're gonna play a song.
Why don't you sing a
should
song?
probably sing a song. That's kind of what we do. Because we're great. What do you want to do?
Yams. Oh, yams. Yams. Oh, yams. Well, I'm running through the fields of yam flowers. Well, I'm running with my buddies, pockets full of yams. Yams. Oh, yams. Yams. Oh, yams. Running from town to town, spreading my wares. Pocket full of yams, like we don't care. Oh yeah, we're just 3 gay guys eating yams out of each other's anuses, and I wanna munch on mics right now. Got yams stuck in my nose, yams all over my clothes, yams be stuck in my toes, yams for all of my bros. Yams for you, yams for me. I'm picking those yams out that yamming tree. Craig, take it away with a similar part like UB40.
Oh. Hot potato, hot potato. Ham potato, what you gonna do? You gonna sit right there under my shoe. Ham potato, get in my face. I like to eat them before I race. Ham potato.
Yams. Come from the yam land.
It was never a wax ring, you liars. It was yams all along.
It was never wax rings. It was always the yam king. Craig's got the handful of potatoes.
God.